Didn't study at Princeton, but a proven convict. I'm more like a Winston and got friends like John Wick. Some spent time in Kingston, others were gone quick. There just ain't too many places you can move me from. On my white boy flow, I'm about to drop a doozy, son. Bars hitting heavy like an extended Uzi drum. Only a handful living life they make movies from. 3 sheets to the wind, and I still be spitting better. You can't be fair skinned and suck at the written letter. They'll never have me pinned, only getting better. Lord knows I've sinned with that forbidden cheddar. Originality can be astounding the game, but it seems auto-tune got you all sounding the same. Time to take your own lane instead of crowding the train. You know pigs saying to me if there's no loud. If tomorrow don't come.
Family, 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 family.
Welcome back to another episode of the Stay Lifted Movie Club. Tonight I'm joined with my cohorts Zazila and Drew. How are we doing tonight, guys?
Very good, thanks. And
good.
hey, it's Chat, Scotty, Schmoopy.
Welcome back after a little week hiatus. We needed to take a break, recharge, refresh, deal with some personal issues, and now we're back. And
we
in
gotta do
honor,
Bongo Time.
we got to jump right to a bongo time.
Unfortunately, Drew doesn't.
Yeah.
Hey, Gutter. And Rusty. Hey.
Welcome, Rusty and Gutter.
Hello, hello.
And Morgo. Hey, man. I know it's really late for you, or early. Thanks for coming by.
Really late or early? What time is it there, and where are they? Not that we're trying to dox people here.
Overseas. Oh, man. Scotty. Thank you for the subscription,
Thank you.
man.
Thank you.
You gotta smoke a little more for that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Drew doesn't smoke, but he will definitely catch a contact high here with us.
It's so
Yeah,
boring.
6 a.m. for Morgo.
We'll see.
Oh,
Man.
wow.
Jeez.
Well, I hope you're hitting a bong then. I seriously hope you're hitting a
6
bong
a.m.
right now. Where's 8 hours ahead? Are you like Hawaii area?
Other direction.
Other direction. Oh. Right. No, they're 6 hours behind. Right. Or they're 8 hours. Japan?
Middle
No,
of
Japan's
the
11.
continent.
No, I'm just curious, okay? We're not trying, like, you can tell me the fucking
So tonight-
continent
Hey, the banner's not up. I even said we should bring it up. 'Cause
when we start talking about the movies. We're not
I'm
talking about
pro.
movies yet? Oh,
That's what
fuck.
pros do. I'm a professional.
damn it.
Look it up in the book.
So tonight, since Zach's being so fucking pushy, we're talking about Just Friends, Not Another Teen Movie, and Summer Catch. We're being romantic. We all cuddled. We hugged. We shared some popcorn. And we watched some chick flicks together. Wow, Ryan Reynolds looks even worse when it expanded the rating. You're twerking? I love it.
Oh, I didn't even see that yet.
Yes. So Drew doesn't smoke. He'll take the odd edible, and only edibles I give him from now on, because Ryan tried to kill him for Multiverse of Madness.
I died as well.
rough. It's a bit
Doctor
rough.
Strange, me and Drew didn't. We were in the theater and we didn't see it.
Yeah, I missed 90% of it.
And I won't say too much, but Drew got a fair bit sicker than I did.
I'm actually mad at Drew because of that, because Drew didn't tell us that he'd already seen it.
I did.
I would have left his ass outside.
I did.
Tripping balls in the parking lot by yourself. I'm like, no, fuck you, you got out.
Yeah. This is why I didn't say anything. So, covered my.
But no matter what happens, we are still
Family, 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 family.
We definitely need to get the short version also. But yeah, so this week we're going to talk about some fun movies. I have the worst pick this week. I absolutely do. I realized after I picked it that I might be one of the only people that played ball through high school and went to these type of things. So
I
like,
thought this was a Ryan pick, and I was going to say the reason he's not here this week is because he wasn't allowed after picking Summer Catch.
We just watched Fast 9 last week. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we did tent pole, kind of
Like big.
yeah, we went for
Hollywood
summer
blockbuster stuff,
tent pole movies, and it was originally we kind of were supposed to be doing ones that were like guilty pleasures, and then you picked a good movie, and I'm like, dick, but you didn't pick it. Dee Dee did.
That's right. Yeah. Finale Destination 2.
Dee Dee Best VIP picked our movie for Zach's pick 2 weeks ago. But yeah, so I picked the worst movie this week, and we're not going to. We should just talk about it right off to get it the fuck out of the way. So Summer Catch is a movie about a baseball town in the Cape. It's like if Stephen King had a happy childhood.
This movie, this guy, this is like Al Bundy if he wrote about his baseball career, the way that he pretends to be a legend and everything is the greatest. Like, everything Freddie Prinze Jr. did in this movie is ridiculous. Like, beyond ridiculous.
And to be honest, even in the era, they didn't make him out to be a good pitcher. Like, he was shooting 90s at out of high school level, like
At some-
entering into minors and college level.
There's a line where
He should have been whipping 95s consistently.
the scout's like, the speed says 95. That can't be right. Mine says 96. Oh, like,
Neither of you calibrated this shit?
and then he ran into a burning building and saved the villains of the movie because he's just He's better than Jesus. He's better than.
Okay, well,
Gretzky.
listen. If I was gonna identify with any
Jessica
character
Biel
in this
is
film,
throwing herself
it would
at him
be
nonstop.
if I was going to identify with any character in this film, it would be the not so well off, hard-working kid that has an attitude, chip on his shoulder, right? Mom's dead, he's a little bitchy.
I've loved Freddie Jr. too as well. Yeah.
And yeah, like, I don't care how much these people would have hurt me or pissed me off. If they were in a burning building, I would have went and helped them.
Oh, I know, but this movie is so cliched with the.
They're
scenes
so
of, like,
angry. They're so mad. Like,
it was not.
he just helped save people. You're like, murder Freddie Prinze Jr.
At some point, I checked. I'm like, how long is this movie? And it was halfway through. I'm like, oh my god, what's going to happen next? And then he runs into a building and saves them. And it's just Jessica Biel is throwing. She's a millionaire's daughter. He's a poor lawn boy.
Okay, listen.
She's throwing herself.
I'm gonna tell you from a couple experiences over a couple summers staying with my dad when I did visit him as a child. Like, I mean, early teens, like 11, 12. Yeah, it's pretty easy to get the rich chick at summer vacation. They all want to slum it. So that part's believable.
I guess
She totally is there to slum it for the summer and then get back to her rich boy dick when she gets to college.
Rusty also is a big Buffy fan. He just said there in the chat. We were having this debate off air.
Oh, for fuck's
And
sake.
Drew is with me. Like,
All
Buffy's
you're doing is
awesome.
forcing me to hate Buffy instead of just not like it. Because now
She's-
I find every week I've got to defend why I don't like it.
She still
Why?
looks.
I don't
She
know.
looks a
Right,
little-
they're married. I completely
Yeah.
forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
happily. Like,
Yeah.
this is one of the few Hollywood couples
Yeah.
to
This
do
is
it.
off their Instagram from last summer.
Do you know who's better than Sarah
Sarah
Michelle
Michelle
Gellar? Melissa Joan Hart.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
100%. Love that woman.
I was
Sorry?
more into Buffy. Like Willow
No, I
specifically.
agree.
Thank you.
No, I'm gonna agree with
A better
that.
show?
I'm gonna agree with that one.
Better
No,
show?
I'm
You
gonna
said
agree
better
with that one.
Did you watch the new Sabrina? She's on it.
Oh, she does a cameo?
The aunties make an appearance, and so
Nice.
does she. But you wait like 3 seasons for a bad cameo. Oh no, sorry, just the aunties. I didn't watch this season, but apparently she makes her finally one in there. And honestly, her show with Joey, like the '90s, puked on this show. That Netflix too. Like that shit was good. I don't care, man.
Morgo,
Whoa.
I have to agree with Morgo though. If you've seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre with Jessica Biel, like,
One of the worst movies ever made.
yeah, no, it's okay, but her and
It's one of
that
the
is
worst
like,
movies ever made.
how do you get better looking than her?
How do you go from the...
Leahy. Hey,
Oh,
thank
thank
you.
you.
thank you, man. Thanks for
Thank you.
summing.
Well, Bongo Time for...
Yeah, Bongo Time for Leahy. Thanks for coming by, man.
Always a Bongo Time for Leahy. Zach wouldn't let me make a new command. He's like, Leahy's doing too good, just let him do it.
Like,
Alright,
Leahy will
fine.
probably do some on his own. Thanks for coming by, Leahy.
So, I think Summer Catch is relatively endearing. I think it has some fun scenes in it.
After watching the other two spoof movies we watched, though, this fell for like every cliche. And I watched this one after.
Oh, this is the peak of that.
Yeah.
Well, in a time it was trying to be like the anti one because it was like boy humor and it was baseball and shit. But like, no, you just did every of the same tropes. You just did it with some guy. Okay, but what about the three best friends?
Oh,
Fuck you. What do you mean? I matter. I was here at every game. Like, that's how you want best friends to talk to each other.
It was so cringy because I'm like, all you're doing is going to your friends' baseball games. That's not.
That
an
is called
impressive
support.
It's not an impressive achievement. That's not something to be proud of.
I'm sorry, but if
Support.
you played
A little bit.
100 shows a year, and 2 of your friends made sure they went to every one, whether it was good show or bad, traveled with you, you don't think that deems?
Yes, it's just the way they portrayed it in the movie. They were so.
He
overly-
would no, he was giving a pep talk. How do you demonize a good pep talk for like a good bromance pep talk?
I guess I just grew up so differently that I see that I'm like.
With what?
I
No
don't
love and
identify-
support?
Yeah,
Like
pretty much.
my friends and I, we grew up like going from climbing trees to building tree forts to banging chicks together. Like we did it all together. So
Oh, I
yeah,
had
you
the-
get that kind of input. You got to be like, no, motherfucker. Like when my buddy Tony wanted to quit the last season of hockey. I'm like, come on, man, dude, you made it this far. Like, as if you're gonna quit now. And I started paying him cigarettes for every time he hit a body
I
check.
had the types of friends where they make the movies where they set them up for embarrassment by like betraying their trust. They're like, "Oh, come for your birthday party," and then they Like, this never happened to me. You know, they strip you naked and throw you out in front of a bunch of girls or something. That was my friends growing up.
Those were my friends growing up.
So yeah, I watched this. I'm like, who's supporting?
Yeah, like exactly, Rusty. Like that's what they're trying to say. Is like you've got a chance to go do anything, go play ball, and we're going to those games too. So I'm sorry. I think this movie. I don't know if I'm still part of the same conversation because it's really hard to keep track of all of this as I'm also talking. Not my Flash.
Oh, Alexandra Daddario and a different chainsaw. I don't know that one.
Sorry?
It's part of the original. I'm reading really far for what Rusty said.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, that's how I started all this. With Texas Chainsaw Massacre, how do you go from that original iconic ending of Leatherface just freaking out as they get away and the girl's just covered in blood and she's been through such shit, and then you get Jessica Biel Supermaning her way through bullshit in a fucking meat factory? Why did she go in that building? Why did that moron... Oh, fuck, I hate that movie so much.
I just want to see a bunch of cool death scenes, which it was.
There's even cool death scenes. It's just dumb.
Torture and scary.
Just torture.
Yeah.
Oh, you added it 2 weeks ago? Or a week and a half ago? My bad, I missed it, I guess. Not my Flash. I love that. So I don't think Summer Catch is the worst movie. It's just not the best movie we picked this week. What else do you think about this film?
I think Baby Leia is a disaster for the Obi-Wan Kenobi franchise.
Okay, so side note, I was supposed to be on the small screen special live on Friday.
Small screen being another YouTube channel.
Yeah, a far better channel than ours. They do real research and make real videos, and these are real people on the inside of Hollywood and the scene. They're just friends of ours, and we call that James guy the producer at that show and one of the hosts. He's kind of our executive producer here. You guys have seen him in chat before, too. Whenever he shows up, Flat Earthers seem to come with him. But I was supposed to be on that, and I was being brought on for a special segment about Obi-Wan Kenobi. So I rewatched everything, and I have my anger spewed into a cell phone note on Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like, there's each episode just broken down into my hatred. And it just ends up I'm just bitching about Leia constantly.
Drew, you're a huge Star Wars fan. I haven't really talked about Baby Leia yet.
Well, he's going to come Wednesday and talk a lot about it.
What's your...
Meaning only outside views now so that we can keep the deep stuff for Wednesday.
Yes.
You can't just come all over everything here, man. You got to edge tonight, okay?
All right.
Oh, we're so gross here. So how do you feel about Obi-Wan overall?
Yeah, because I haven't talked to you really since...
I'm hearing a lot of things about it.
That's just part one and part two.
You have watched it all, right?
Not yet.
Well, that says... If Drew's not watching Star Wars stuff, then,
I haven't.
then don't bother watching the show.
Like,
if you don't care,
I've heard
then
a
you
lot.
won't care.
I've heard a lot about it from a lot of different sides. From a lot of people have. It's like it's literally like total opposite spectrums too. People are like, yeah, it's horrible.
Did you actually make a button for that?
Top right.
Right here, and then there's people who are like, oh, it's great, you'll love it. So obviously I'm conflicted, so I have to watch it, and that will be done.
But I've known you for a long time to be a huge Star Wars fan, so the fact that you haven't watched this, means like it's probably not worth it for the average person.
No, Rusty, you don't insult the fucking Toyota Corolla that way. The Toyota Corolla is an invincible machine. It's bulletproof. They last like 30 fucking years.
I've never
Obi-Wan
liked
Kenobi,
them.
no.
I don't like Corollas.
Like
it's like garbage. Not really.
I'm trying to think of something that's not that exciting, but is solid in Star Wars to compare it to, but no. It's a 14-foot car. It's 14 feet of car, yes. Obi-Wan is just... It starts out boring, it progressively gets more exciting, and they just put too much of that little girl in it.
The Baby Leia is like at the start of the show, half the episode every time, and you're like, I don't want to see a 10-year-old girl act. Like,
she's smarter than every human on the show. She's a girl this big that literally her opening scene is her running. Okay? This is how she's introduced in the show. Not this scene, but she's wearing that outfit. This is like 8 scenes later.
Oh, and she has to dress like adult Leia because, hey, it's Leia. So
let's... No,
10-year-old
don't
Leia-
say it. Don't.
No, well, they're not going to do the gold bikini. I wasn't going to say that. But
No, I was like, because she's a... Adult Leia is a symbol of sorts, and they shouldn't be
I'm talking the white,
cutizing
like, garb,
that.
like the
Yeah.
army gear. And for some
Oh.
reason, the kid has to wear the same sort of white
Episode
army
6, like,
gear. It's so dumb.
Return of the or Attack of the... No. Empire Strikes Back, Leia, you mean.
Obi vs. Vader was really cool. Like,
That was cool. But they're just fucking with canon. They're just playing with canon all they want and doing whatever they want.
everyone's
And
on
it doesn't
Tatooine.
seem like
what's
anybody
wrong
in
with
this
that?
show has watched Clone Wars or any of the
Yeah,
stuff
but-
that's laid the canon. Because there's acceptable canon. If you're...
Okay,
No, you don't get to play it both ways.
What's acceptable?
It's
canon?
getting
You don't get to play it both
ambiguous.
ways. You don't get to...
contradictory.
You don't get to build canon and rules and then do whatever you want as well. You can't just jump back and forth. Like we all get pissy when Marvel does it.
sure,
Disney has to hold those rules.
No,
So
that makes
either
sense.
don't make rules, or if you're gonna make rules, follow them. And they're just doing dumb shit that doesn't make sense. Like, okay, the video where Obi-Wan is watching the hologram from Leia.
Mhm.
Episode 4, A New Hope.
Mm.
Star Wars, fucking original, man. Anywhere in that video, did she make it seem like they went on a fucking 2-week vacation together killing people? No, right? No. It makes it seem like she has no idea who the fuck he is, but my dad told me about you. Like, maybe
Yeah.
if they saw the background of that, her dad just got on a transmission saying, send it to Obi-Wan Kenobi on Tatooine, he'll be able to help you. And she'd be like, who the fuck that? And he'll be like, don't worry about it. Right? Like, that's how I picture that conversation with her dad. And now it's like, oh, call up Uncle Ben, he'll help you. You know, the guy you spend summers with. Jaunting around the fucking star system. Like, Jesus Christ. I was waiting for her to get into a fucking starfighter and save a war. Because, honestly, they went back and said, hey, what was the most popular part of that dumb trilogy we made in the 90s? Oh, the kid in the first one, right? He was the best part. Like, they might as well made a movie about fucking Jar Jar.
I just realized Baby Jar Jar's next. We've had Baby Yoda. We've had Baby Leia. What marketing?
If
thing?
Baby
Bro,
Jar Jar,
Baby
listen,
Jar Jar.
listen, if
Grogu.
Baby Jar Jar isn't
Grogu.
a fucking Sith,
Grogu.
I'm done with Star Wars.
Grogu.
Oh, we have a Baby Yoda command, I think. Don't we?
That's Grogu.
Yeah, it's just baby everything, and it's ridiculous.
Even if you call it Baby Grogu, fine. It's Grogu.
Yes. That's one of my favorite, because I can't believe you're the one that put that one up. Well, exactly, and that's what I'm getting annoyed with, is that all we're doing is rehashing Skywalker over and over again, and it's really,
He was
like,
going to be called Star Killer.
I know.
There's a great song by Ghost Bear called Star Killer.
One of my favorite bands is named after Star Wars. Nerf Herder.
How is that Star Wars? Is there Nerf herders in there?
It's like one of the funniest jokes in Star Wars, where she's like, "You dirty, rotten Nerf herder."
Oh yeah, I forgot the band was named after that one.
Yeah. And then they make a joke on Family Guy where she calls him that again, and he's like, "What?" And he slaps her. He's like, "Whoa! Only we can use that word."
Yeah, I know, Leahy. I'm not up on all the Star Wars books.
All right, we will be back in just a minute. Well, you two might be. I'm gonna go to the other.
I drive myself insane with 40 questions and no answers for the
We're ending it early because Barry's not here, and we can talk about Buffy. And we're both big Buffy fans, so it's fine.
Buffy's it was pretty good, man.
Now, I was saying earlier, when Buffy ended and then Angel started,
Yes.
once Buffy ended, he could devote all his focus to just Angel, and I feel that made the plot so much better. And
I agree.
There was so much more going
I
on.
liked Angel more. I'm gonna be honest. I did.
I liked it more by the end too.
Like,
Yeah,
I
better
liked it.
stories and stuff.
I liked the, I like the opening.
Oh shit! He's
Oh no!
back. Okay.
All right.
Come on.
What was that quick enough for me?
No, I mean, we just didn't know. We weren't talking about Buffy.
And we're back.
Oh, please talk about it when we're not here.
And we're back.
We're not here.
Yeah. So I was saying Buffy, Mason show. No.
Yeah, so don't watch Obi-Wan Benobi Jub Jubs.
No, I mean,
It's
okay.
not bad. Mandalorian's better.
No.
Season 1?
Yes. Alone.
Season 2.
Alone. Like if season 2 never happened, it's far better than Obi-Wan.
No, season 2's pretty good.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it was.
How did you get past the first 4 episodes? They're just so shitty and boring.
That's exactly why I know it's better, because I got past the 4th episode.
Yeah, he's got a point there.
Oh, I hate when someone's like,
It got better. Like,
Just-
listen. I'm an
"Hey,
action
you'll
guy,
love
okay?
this show. Just get through the first 18 seasons." Like the
Yes.
19th, man.
Yes.
That season, that's where they're like, "No, fuck
Exactly.
off.
Like
I'm not watching that shit.
Supernatural.
I'm
Just
not
like
watching that." Oh,
Supernatural.
come on. All the Supernatural was great.
Whoa.
Every season was
We
great.
had
Oh,
some
Drew's the
seasons
huge
that were
Supernatural.
a little bit dry.
Amaranth is live. Be right back.
I saw her with over 20,000 viewers the other day.
Yeah.
God damn.
We were talking. Who the hell was I here with talking
What?
about that? Was that you and I?
What?
Did we talk about Amaranth?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was at
Yeah,
20,000 the other
20,
night.
yeah, 20,
Some
21
streamer
point
got-
something K.
Yeah, during Sabrina last night.
Yeah.
Some streamer got 3
Wow.
million viewers live, apparently. Like, it was some big event, but
Wow.
3 million
3
people.
million?
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
There was just, like, some news story about it I saw.
That is a ton of people.
That's insane.
Amaranth has a Yoda emoji. King Corgan has a Yoda emoji as well. Well, Baby Yoda.
All
When
right.
he says Baby Yoda, he means Grogu, is what he said.
No, I mean Baby
No,
Yoda.
he's he means
Before,
Grogu.
Oh, wait. Yeah, call me not Scott. Is that the Amaranth logo? Emote.
Are you subscribed to Amaranth?
Sometimes they buy each other subs to her just so they say, hey, so and so subscribes to Amaranth. Gunner probably bought it.
So before we get back to our movies of the evening instead of Obi-Wan, we're gonna start Weed versus Weed. Which, if you ever watch our afternoon streams, it's where I just break out 3 different weeds. We smoke them individually, then put them together.
He keeps forgetting to unsubscribe from Amaranth. Forgets. Just for news. Oops, unsubscribe to Amaranth again. The real thing is, how many channel points does he have for Amaranth? That's
I want to like hack into her back end so that we can check channel time. All right, so our first cannabis of tonight is Max 69 from a small local grower. Are you ready?
69.
oh my! I forgot Morgo's German, so I can't read half that. Oh, he translated for us. He's translating Star Wars quotes.
Jesus.
Dying.
How many days left until you can change your name?
Oh, I think it's this week.
Why? What happened?
His next name will be Amaranth. Call Me Nod is actually Corey Trevor Leahy. But he changed his name as a joke one night, and I don't think anyone realized at that moment that it takes 60 days. Or maybe he did. It's just funny.
No, I don't think he knew. He regretted it almost immediately.
Immediately.
Well, I wrote it on a piece of paper so I'd remember which pal was which.
Wow, you really did. That's
Yeah.
a good idea.
I actually sneezed before.
What
I'm
the
a pro.
fuck, man?
That's what pros do.
So I
I'm a
sneezed.
You're not supposed to sound
Look
that
it up in the
surprised
book.
because I had a good idea.
I'm not. That's,
But I
You're like, wow!
I
Like,
this
kind
one
of
in
sneezed. I
particular.
blew him around, and I kind of rearranged them by accident.
That's all right.
Okay. I'm kidding, that never happened. But
I know it didn't. I remember what order they were in. Pound cake, mac, and the truth.
the truth.
It is called the truth.
sounds
So this is called pound cake. You ready for the second bowl?
No. Okay, now I am. It's true, Morgo. It's been a long joke, and I think he's been becoming a bit like the Welsh lad. Speaking of lads,
Oh my god.
what? Back to
I don't know what you're talking about.
summer.
So-
Catch.
Summer Catch wasn't the best pick this week, but not that it was a bad movie or anything. It just
The
the
amount
other
of-
movies were better.
One thing I noticed too is he kept messing up when it mattered, but everyone's like, "Oh, we see something special in you. You're gonna get a second chance." And it was for everything. It's like, what are you seeing in him?
Ouch! You would have really hated me. You would have really hated me as a young person.
No, I
You're like,
mean-
this kid's a fucking moron that keeps messing up when it matters.
Oh, Ezra Miller is gone as the Flash. He's fired.
Yes! I told you, not Flash! Yes! Finger guns. Sorry about that.
I think
Anyways,
Drew-
I'm not sure you need to do finger guns and say finger guns.
you do it. You do it. You boom, boom. You do the.
This is the contact high I was talking about. That Drew might
Yeah,
get.
this,
I was saying
this is
that.
why we never needed to get Drew high, because he just gets
just
high
hangs
by
it out.
But yes.
osmosis.
Yes.
Um,
I've been
Ezra
saying
Miller-
that. Not my Flash. I've been saying it. I've been saying it. I've been saying it. I was from day one when they announced him as Flash. I'm like, nope. Nope.
Why?
I just never liked him as Flash.
You just had a bad vibe.
Yes, I just had that vibe. And I was lucky
Um,
enough to see Grant.
you're not
and I
wrong.
like Grant.
Yeah,
I want Grant.
and that's
I
the
want-
problem.
No, now
Ez-
we have to. I know we have to get
Ezra
Grant.
came out with Grant already out, but Snyder doesn't like Grant for the part.
No, I don't care.
He's been very public and very vocal. He
Yeah,
has no
well-
interest in Ezra, or he has no interest in Grant for the part to continue this
He's messing up.
series, which is really funny because
He's messing up.
no, I don't think he is.
I think he is. I think he could pull off a pretty good full-on Flash. I think.
Who could?
Grant
Who's Grant?
Grant Gustafson, which is
The
the,
actual-
the,
for the
Flash
series.
from a
from the series.
from WB.
Here on WB.
CW, sorry, CW.
Which is.
No, I'm not fucking 90. I didn't watch WB open up and sign papers. So, I think the next film we're going to talk about tonight is actually Ryan's pick, even though he is not here.
Oh, we
although
can still milk a lot of
he's
this
up
one.
he's up in chat here.
Ryan is always staring at chat, yes.
But just friends. I guess since he's not here, I'll set the film up. This movie's pretty basic. Chubby dude in high school's in the friend zone. Has a bad experience, a really bad night, and becomes like the best booking talent agent in Hollywood and the music industry. And on his way taking a self-absorbed Britney-esque. Oh wait, I can't say Britney. She's a fucking hero now.
Is she?
I couldn't find any pictures of what she looks like today.
Britney Spears.
No, Brittany Murphy from. She was in one of the movies tonight.
Shoot. What? No.
She was yeah, she was in Summer Catch. No, wait, what? She was in one of the movies.
Oh yeah, she was. She was the beer between the knee girls.
yeah.
No, we're on to just friends. So, but anyways, he goes to and
Yeah, there's nothing about Brittany Murphy anymore though. I can't find anything current.
well, yeah, of course. What?
That's the
Are you
whole
really
point.
trying to drag out she's dead joke? Is that what you were fishing for? A fucking Brittany Murphy's dead joke?
Because when she was in the movie, I'm like, oh, what happened to her? And then I looked it up. I'm like, oh yeah, that happened.
Oh my god!
Totally forgot.
Oh, we get weird.
Because I want, like, I put up a picture of Freddie Prinze now, like, because I'm like, hey, I want to see what they look like, you know.
Well, Rusty, I feel personally attacked at the moment.
Yeah, see, like, and it felt like the coach was the author of the movie where he's like trying to write how his youth could have been perfect and everything
In
worked.
which?
In Summer Catch.
Oh, you're back at
Oh my god.
I'm just trying to get past this
Because he's
fucking
like,
movie.
there's gonna be
You brought it up. That's it. Now
It is
should we-
funny because
should we drag
sitting
out-
here, I struggled between Summer Catch and another one, but there was no good answer for this. I just wanted to go with a movie I thought was funny when I should have just went with a movie that actually had a bit of meaning behind it.
There will be times where everything lines up perfectly in life and you gotta swing the bat at the right. It's like, oh my god. Like, I hate baseball.
Have you ever played sports?
I played baseball. My parents made me play baseball for years. I didn't like it.
Like, that's a pretty common
I
kind of
didn't
speech in the locker room.
I didn't
Hockey,
take part in any sport.
basketball, all that shit. Like, they kind of all have the same type of hoorah-rah, seize life, be excited in the moment.
I played a lot of street hockey. That was it.
I played nothing.
Like, and I get how corny that is, but it
I
tends,
played
it
soccer.
works.
Street soccer. Street football. Nothing
I'm
else.
sorry I'm making fun of it. It's just there was so many times. It was every cliche that not another teen movie and Just Friends made fun of, kind of.
We don't have Chris Evans in any of his PSAs, but we have something very similar.
Hello, I'm Soldier Boy. Did you know drugs and drug-related crime have become a nationwide problem? All across America, drugs are destroying people's lives. But you don't have to be a superhero to fight back. Because your superpower is just saying no. So when someone offers you drugs, you tell them Soldier Boy said taking drugs is not cool. And anyone who does is a loser. Remember, real heroes don't use drugs.
Again, you either say it or do it. I know you never say it. You just never say it.
Finger snap gun.
Finger
What?
guns.
No,
That's my new-
why?
that's my
No,
new- no,
guys,
that's-
don't start.
That's
this.
my new thing. Finger snap gun.
Finger guns.
Or
Wait.
finger guns. Yep, that's it. That's it. It's official.
Oh my god. I'm still dying.
Hey, Mario, we will dox ourselves. If you're ever in Canada, you are more than welcome to come join us. Any of our fans are. I mean, my wife might be mad that I made that offer because our studio is currently in my basement, but that's cool that we like people. All right, you ready for the third weed?
No. Oh.
So, anyways, in the end of Just Friends, two really beautiful people end up loving each other after all.
I fell in love with this movie, and Anna Faris steals the show. Even though Ryan Reynolds is awesome. Everyone's awesome. This movie is fantastic.
Yes, this movie is a definite treasure.
No, it's not that good.
I am sorry.
It's not that good.
Oh my god.
I am filming a documentary about a boat right now.
I'm on a boat.
Not that kind of documentary. All right, third weed is called The Truth.
The truth is,
Can you handle the truth?
The truth is, I can't handle the truth right now.
You can't handle you. You're supposed to say you want the truth,
Sorry,
I don't want the truth
No,
right
no, no. Give him this.
so that I could tell you that you can't handle it.
Give him the truth. Give it to him.
I gave it to him already. He needs to light it.
I can't handle the truth.
Can we get a bongo time in the chat if
Oh my
Zach
God, no.
should hit the truth?
Oh,
Have this silver canister of butane.
I'm this close to having to hold back bile.
Oh shit.
Whew, that's okay. I will make it. Probably.
Thank you. Oh, the chat's backing you up. You're too high.
Thank you. Tell the truth. Hey, Sabrina. Thanks for coming by.
Oh, hey.
Well, now I gotta have a bongo hit for
Well,
Sabrina.
not if you're gonna like go off camera for the next 20 minutes and go die in my mouth.
I'll just have a little bit of the
All
truth.
right. Just
I can have a little bit of the truth.
he can handle a little bit of the truth, everybody. And for those just tuning in, the truth is the name of the weed we're smoking.
Thanks for asking for the reminder. I mean, I wasn't going to forget something like that. And I can't believe you stopped by. Thank you.
Bongo time for Sabrina.
Bongo time for Sabrina. Man, I'm still recovering, but a little bit of truth.
Go on in.
Oh shit, that's good. Yes. No, well, I mean, you don't have to leave if you're not following, but you should definitely go follow if
Yeah, you can
are
leave
not
to go follow
following.
and come back. For anything. You should come back.
But you don't even have to leave. If you just keep
Yeah.
back, it'll just minimize, and you can go to
exactly.
Sabrina's
You don't
solo
have to
show,
leave. Yeah.
and then you can follow her, because
That
if
makes
you
sense.
don't, you're missing really, really good music.
Very
So
good
we
stuff.
are on to talking about Just Friends, the early
There she is.
2000s.
Just final shout out.
Oh, yeah. The early 2000s love story, Christmas
Mr. Easton's
movie.
here, too.
It's a
There we
Christmas
go.
movie.
Hey, Justin. Thanks for coming by. Now I got to do a little
Thank you.
bongo for Justin, too.
Yes, you do.
Get to it.
I can't handle the truth.
Zach might be damn near done. And just while he takes a breath, we do have people that give us all this fine product, and
We got
every
buttons for that.
oh right, and every once in a while, no, we don't. Oh yeah, that one. Liquor Chrome gives us our product, but I was going to put on one of the bag openings. And here is a word from our sponsor, essentially. That didn't work at all because it was already on.
Pro.
Start the punk rock show. For a journey rough and tumble show, nothing beats a dive. It's where I spend the best nights of my life. Nights I can't remember, but I want to forget. Punk rock isn't dead, it's still alive. Tonight, at the world's greatest dive.
Finger guns.
And we're back.
And we're back.
Sabrina, Just Friends, I would say I hadn't seen it before. That was freaking hilarious.
It's a funny movie, man. It is pretty funny.
Oh my god, like,
Very, very funny.
and the song, if you watch to the end credits, Anna Faris is singing this silly little song all through it. And then at the end they have like an overproduced, like, orchestral version of it. Violins kick in and
I like
shit.
to call waiters nurse.
God damn, that movie was
gosh,
good.
Funny. No, she plays a stupid person so well.
Yes.
Like, so well.
I was thinking that she's so crazy in the movie that she would be awesome in real life because she understands all the crazy things you shouldn't do
Right.
so well to be able to portray them that way.
But
Like,
yeah, definitely a great movie.
I
for
should
sure.
have-
100%.
Because both her and Chris Evans in the movies we picked tonight had a similar scene here with the photo. And goddamn, her sense of humor and just insanity.
Funny.
But yeah, I'm trying to think what else happened. And the stuff with the brother where he
Oh,
kept
yeah.
getting beat up. Like, there's a lot of violence in this movie.
Yeah,
Like,
the
severe
brother.
violence.
He's like, oh, I'll go to the ends of the earth for you.
Yeah, team.
He just like loved her off. Was like her lackey. He's like, yeah, so you're just gonna stay at my house. This is my brother. And he did everything.
Yeah.
Everything that you want. He's like, oh, I love her so much. He's like, don't do anything stupid. He's
Did
like,
you see the kiss she gave him to get him to do? Like, she's licking, like, all over his nose and face. And it's like... And I think just that's what she says after that.
It's funny.
Just her complete cluelessness of,
Yeah, like it's-
around her all the time about everything.
It's so funny.
It was so well done. We're just talking about how brilliant Anna Faris was in Just Friends.
No, give me a sponsor it. Just put the sponsor thing up.
As you like die,
Yes,
wipe out.
that was very pro.
I'm a pro.
Ah,
That's what pros do.
Anna
I'm a
Faris saves every
professional.
movie
Look
that
it up
she's
in the
in.
book.
It's funny.
Like,
Very, very funny.
she's one of the funniest people to ever do parody movies.
I agree, and I can't think of anything recently that she's done.
It's like Leslie Nielsen, her, everyone in the Wayans family.
Dee Dee Marie's here. Now I gotta do Bongo Hit for Dee Dee as well.
Hello.
and Jordy Love, and our friends on YouTube,
Oh, Jordy. Hey, Jordy.
and Naked. Damn it! Now I got to go to YouTube. So as we, so are we already on to not another teen movie? Did we?
No, we're still
No,
just friends.
Just
Yeah,
friends.
it's all
Okay.
just friends.
So all right. Anna Faris isn't just friends. I'm thinking of movie 43.
Sorry, I do have something for Dee Dee here, and I'm sorry, Sabrina, to do this to you. This will take a couple seconds.
Dee Dee. Dee 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 Dee. We're talking Dee Dee Marie. I have a friend Dee Dee. She casts a spell on me. If me and Dee Dee and Leahy could be free, flying freezing easily, skinny dipping in a sea of Dee Dee. I propose on bended knee to Dee 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 Dee. Me and Dee Dee and Leahy could be free. We'd be free. Plant a tree just for Dee Dee. For Dee Dee Dee. Dee 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 Dee. All right.
Sorry, I had to do that. That's my favorite version of the Dee Dee song.
It's really weird because we used to hear what you guys hear, and now we don't. So I have no idea what just happened. Just like the Pro Streamer, I still haven't heard Pro Streamer. I have no idea what's happening.
I can sing it for you.
I'm
Dee Dee
good.
Dee 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 Dee. A Dee Dee Marie. We're talking Dee 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 Dee. Dee 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 Dee.
Back to just friends.
Just friends.
And that is how we describe you and Dee Dee. No, so yeah, this movie is
Can't even tell the difference.
the little brother is absolutely amazing.
That's what we
We
were
were
saying.
literally just
And
talking about it as you came.
there was so much violence in this movie, and he received so much.
Okay, this and things like this reminded me a lot more of like how I was growing up. Like this is how family gets along. You beat each other up a bit.
And all the stuff with him on the phone, and like they're showing his mouth, and he's like, ah!
Is that not how you and your brother were with each
Oh
other?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Kinda like, and close enough, right? Oh, Bongo Time for Drazen.
Well, now we remember we
Oh,
got.
and Gutter's been redeeming them.
Are you ready for the
And
fourth?
so did Sabrina. We didn't even.
Okay, we're really okay. Oh right, because we have to be on the Twit. Okay, you know what?
We are pro streamers here.
I'm a pro. That's what pros
Are we
do.
caught up in
I'm a
chat
professional.
entirely?
Look
Because
it
I
up
think
in
I'm
the
just going to go
book.
to the Twitch side so we see it.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Beef Nips. We're going to give you a
Thank
Bongo
you.
Time right there. Okay, so we're caught up, Beef Nips, with that. Oh, it keeps the Twitch stuff, of course. There we go. Yeah, we need to start redeeming properly. So, and now we will smoke the swamp weed from Weed versus Weed versus Weed. So this is the truth mixed with 69, Max 69 mixed with powder cake. Pound cake.
I
Pounder-
just show up
powder
and
cake.
they tell me, smoke what they tell me.
Okay, ready? Oh, you
Beef
don't
Nips.
have any here.
Thanks again, Beef
You
Nips.
need this.
Okay.
Thank you.
I don't need this. I can't handle the truth.
Well, now it's only a third the truth, like the news.
You're being very generous, but okay.
Yeah. I would say it's a
Yeah, I
pretty
mean,
high
at
percentage.
least a third of what they say are words like the and names.
That's malinformation. Anyway,
And I have YouTube open on my extra display, so I'll see if anybody talks to us.
pro shop talk here.
Oh, I know. So, I think Just Friends, even for its lack of genuine storyline, is a scenario-based physical comedy hidden in something with a mildly endearing story.
Yeah, some of the story, like, it kind of worked out for him a little too well.
They didn't write a movie. Like, I don't feel like they actually wrote a movie. Does that make sense? Like, they...
There wasn't a lesson so much to be learned. Things just kind of worked out.
Be
but
yourself.
God damn, it was funny.
Like,
on the way there.
the whole lesson was his whole life he just needed to be himself. But the problem with that is she read the fucking book. So, like, she was the bitch. Like, he lived down the street. They were best friends. You can't tell me that she didn't eventually get the copy.
There was like two lines near the end where they're like, she matured a lot. Like, she's not like that anymore. Because he complained about something like that.
Well, because she
But that's
she
kinda always
dated the
funny.
jock idiot that was always drunk when they were adults.
Yeah. Oh, and then
So-
it was Chris Klein, the guy that's that kind of hunky role in
What-
other movies.
And he's one of my favorite actors of that era. Like his, he plays Chris. There's an American Pie. I can't remember his name right now.
All these movies, man, there's so many, like Stifler's mom memes. There's so many archetypes and stuff. Now that I'm watching them all, like, especially with not another teen movie spoofing them all, but
Yeah, and it's good that we're saving that to talk about last because that plays to my point of why I think it's an important movie.
you tend to think those movies cap the ends of certain genres.
Well, there you go, taking all my fucking thunder, and sure, just put my
I'm
shit
giving you
out
credit.
there.
Anyway, that's America's ass.
It and again, because we're talking about just friends, and we're about transition into another team. I wanted to keep it up for a second. If you look at the connection in Just Friends, one of the posters that the little brother is regularly spanking it to is Anna Faris mocking the Chris Evans style. Have you seen the movie that they're making fun of?
I looked up who the original whipped cream person was, and it's Ali Larder from Varsity Blues.
Yes, it's
apparently.
Varsity Blues, yeah.
Okay.
She does it in front of Dawson.
I didn't realize it was her. Like, oh, I knew it came from somewhere. But,
Oh my god. Well, we didn't pick teen movies. They're supposed to be date movies. And now I wish we would have picked teen movies because I would totally... Yeah, that's a much better pick.
which?
Varsity Blues is fucking hilarious.
Is it?
Oh my god,
Oh.
yeah.
Is it a
Half the
comedy?
funniest jokes in Not Another Teen Movie are making fun of Varsity Blues.
I gotta say though, Just
So like
Friends,
the big dude, like the fat dude that has like a countdown on his concussions.
that was hilarious.
That's literally like the doctor tells them in Varsity Blues, like, listen, this boy's got like a couple concussions left before he's probably gonna die, and the coach just put him back in, he'll be fine.
Is it meant to be a comedy?
No,
That's
like
even
yes,
better.
it's meant to be like a coming
that
of age
was-
movie that also talks about something.
But it's old enough where they're like, no, just send him back in, he'll be fine.
They were talking about, like, I think they're meant to be talking about the violence in football and how so many were getting injured the way concussion did. They just did it wrapped in American Pie about football.
I love when he's like, can you hold my books, and no one will hold them, and then he just passes out. But in Just Friends, the scene where Ryan Reynolds is in the car after messing up with Amy Smart, and he's like, stupid, and freaking out, and then she
She's
walks
right
up,
there.
and she's right, like, it hurt me watching that. at
Oh,
home.
yeah.
Like, I started yelling, like, no!
It hurts so good. It hurts so
no,
good.
it did not. Like, that was so...
Okay, so there's two different kinds of cringe for me. Like, Michael Scott makes my soul feel bad.
This hurt me
This
the way
just
that you
hurt.
said, oh, no.
Yeah, this just hurt, like, on surface enough to, like, oh, man, that's so painful.
I haven't been hurt in like 10 years this way. Like seeing something this way. Was
Did you need to be carried off to a safe space?
Maybe I related to it from my youth or something.
Oh my
on some
God,
level.
yes.
I don't know, like just the stupid. And
I
I forget he was so ridiculous, and she's watching.
I totally relate to Ryan Reynolds' character. If Ryan Reynolds' character never lost the weight, never got rich, and really never moved that far away.
Oh, he becomes like, you know, the perfect Hollywood star type rich guy, like good looking, everything.
That was a pretty cool apartment.
There's lots of cool stuff in this movie, yeah. Like in his life. But then you have to deal with Anna Faris. Yeah, right. How much in these gummies?
20 milligrams. These are
Okay.
light. We just took on a new client at the print shop, and he...
Thank you.
Oh, we gotta do dabs. Are you okay?
Yes.
Because we got some new dabs that I put pictures in our Discord. Why is the second camera not set up? For all the time you spent here extra in the last 2 weeks, and we didn't set up the extra. Like, it's right there and right there. Because this is a good time to be
I'm
showing
on.
what we're doing.
Me and Leahy are streaming with Dee Dee. We're busy.
Yeah. Building castles in the sand.
Oh, and Rusty was there last time too. Rusty, I really
Swell.
enjoyed the how much you were getting hurt by the killers hitting you. Rusty was kind of good at the role playing aspect of it.
I wish I could put a picture in chat. But I did put the picture in Discord, I think.
Me, Leahy, Garlic Burp, and Dee Dee have a V-Rising server together as well.
Oh, right, yeah.
We're all vamps together. Hopefully Buffy won't come after us. Bringing it back to Buffy.
Buffy!
Drew, you've been quiet. What's your thoughts on Buffy?
Right. Love it.
Sabrina called for some Yankees.
Oh, did we hit the thing? I didn't. Wasn't
I did.
paying attention.
No, I know you.
Well, we'll get a double dose.
Of your own ankles? Seems mildly narcissistic.
A little bit. A little bit.
Look at how much
We'll get a double dose.
cannabis I'm consuming. Please give me some leeway.
I'm joking entirely.
Oh, I love that tricky new
Oh.
emote with the.
You'll be fine.
Is it a big one? Yeah.
But, okay, so what we're doing right now, just as I like to educate to anybody out there that doesn't know what all these different substances are. It's all cannabis-based. We are never doing anything outside of cannabis. There's the odd time we talk about mushrooms, but that's all done off-air. And maybe things like DMT, but again, done off-air. What? Doing off-air? Well, Ryan will do them on air. Like, he'll eat a little bit before he does the show and stuff, but not enough to really get him that high. But what we're doing right now are called diamonds. And these are locally made, locally sourced, farm to table. No, well, actually, sort of farm to table, yeah, but
No pesticides used.
no.
Thank you.
And what diamonds are it's a special form of BHO extraction, where you end up under pressure at the perfect heat, and there's a bunch of other shit going on, and everything kind of separates. The terp sauce, or the terpenes separate into almost an oil. The THC and THCA separate into large crystalline form, and it normally looks like just little dots, almost like roe, but these are straight up like 3 or 4 carat rocks, and it's awesome. So it's a really good local maker that we're working with on and off air now, so we're pretty happy.
That's just an empty container. But you can't see it. It's empty.
Well, I mean, and that's why the second camera needs to be set up so there isn't. I mean, you could literally plug it in and it would work. This never works.
Well, give it a try.
It absolutely never works.
The 6,000th time, it might work. Oh yeah, that's actually.
Oh, can you actually see the crystalline in there?
Kind of.
I can't see the screen at all.
Just a little bit.
Oh, Zach hasn't even gotten up in my screen yet. But yeah, so that was our science. Well, yeah, we have a second camera. We just, again, we're a stoner show.
I'm a pro. That's what pros do. I'm a professional. Look it up in the book.
How was that? How did you enjoy that? Do you have no commentary on that very?
I already forgot I did a dab.
And see, I didn't even blanket you with the extra terp sauce. You forgot.
Like, what is he talking about? Oh yeah, I just did a dab. It was really good.
All right. Was it? But it was really good. All right. That's all I was looking for. Hopefully, we can get better commentary out of the films. So as I do my dab, this comes from Sugars. They make the edibles that you just had, and a lot of the extracts we're hopefully going to be smoking.
And then Morgan redeems the Bongo Time.
Well, is it okay if I'm going to take that Bongo Time in a dab? And remember, the rules are 1, 2, or all of us will smoke. So this time it's just going to be me. And again, if you're wondering about how we're doing this, because not everybody have dab rigs, this is called the cold start. You put the product in first, heat it from the bottom. Anybody that's ever done worse drugs is recognizing this a little bit, but yeah, it's vaporizing it, and now
His dabs were always smooth. He almost never coughs. And it might have said Dongo Time. And that's come up because for some reason dongs have become part of the show. I think the boys started it.
No, I was just trying to tell you guys about how the cafes used to work here, and you could rent bongs. And
Oh, right.
Dee Dee starts talking about renting dongs, and it all got off the
think it was
track.
Leahy.
I'm pretty sure it was Dee Dee. Leahy, I remember specifically, Leahy wrote, "What about dong rentals asking for Dee Dee?" Meaning Dee Dee asked.
Asking for duty.
Twitch logic, yes. No, but back to our regular. Oh my god. Oh right, that's put that back on.
It's
We're talking about
appropriate.
again. You're right. When you're right, you're right. When you're right, you're right. So Drew, you've seen Not Another Teen Movie?
Yes, I have.
I'm like, there's a picture up right now. You have to be verbal. Not, you can't just
Yes.
nod.
Yes.
And you've seen the opening Randy Quaid family dildo scene?
Yes. Yes.
And in your personal life, can you relate to this scene? Has this ever happened to you?
With your own dong.
I mean, it could be a fleshlight. You don't know. I'm not going to judge or presume anything about anything. I'm just saying,
No,
have you ever had your minister walk in with a cake and some children while you were masturbating?
I would have to say no. On
Okay.
that one.
I
would have
saw
to say,
a TikTok of a Demogorgon fleshlight from Stranger Things.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
what sadistic weirdo would want to fuck a Demogorgon's face?
And it was someone in chat that sent it to me, but I'm not going to say who.
Oh, Dee Dee.
No, it's not Dee Dee. But I'm not going to...
Did Corey Trevor send it and say Dee Dee wanted you to have this?
No. No, but he does sometimes send me stuff and say, Dee Dee wants me to have this.
So, not another teen movie. Beyond just the dong scene, the general premise of the film is all of the teen movies, but it focuses on She's All That.
It's the scary movie or the date movie or the superhero movie of...
Yeah, it's a parody of all the
Yeah.
of the teen movies. But I mean, the focal story point that they take is She's All That. The changing of the geek.
Oh, I can't date her. She's got a ponytail and overalls. And it's like a super hot chick. So it's like...
Yeah. and that, like you already pointed out, glad to be second to say my own idea. No, I'm joking. Like you pointed out earlier, as I've said a bunch about these movies, I mean, I've been saying this since we covered Scary Movie a year ago. These movies tend to cap and end their genre. And, like, there's always going to be more teen movies. That's going to be a constant throughout all time, but...
It's hard to make movies in that mold after they've made fun of all the big tropes.
They typically start over in new fashion, and that's where you get movies that start to feel more hipsterish or out of our range because they reset and start trying to get in on today's jokes and on the next generation and what's going on, and we're no longer the target audience. Like, we were teens. No.
Speak for yourself.
You were at some point when during because they make fun of Pretty in Pink. They bring
I was
the old lady back and everything.
I was conjured at 20 years old. That's how I came into being.
that makes sense.
Anyway.
That makes sense. I can see it.
Bongo Time.
So yes, you and I were teens when this in the era of movie that this movie is capping.
Yeah, and it just does such a good job of making fun of them all. That when I watched Summer Catch, I'm like,
It's
not another teen movie made fun of all these speeches. Like every single one of them, including the best friend.
oh okay. It's when teen movies went from being called teen movies to being YA, young adult movies. When everything got too serious and shit, we got really dark and vampires sparkled.
Great movie, by the way.
I'ma slap you.
Wait, Sparkly Batman or Twilight?
Sparky Batman, that's a good movie.
And just by me saying Sparkly Batman, you know what I mean, right? See, that's enough to identify.
Although, okay,
That'll follow him for his whole career.
And I hope so, because that's one of the better things about it. I think.
Bongo Time.
Worst
think.
vampire ever. Took him 12 years to turn into a bat.
Right?
I was about to apologize for getting that upset because I stole your joke and said it so many times.
It's a good joke. Just like he is.
He's great in Batman, though. He does do a good job. But not another teen movie. What was your favorite joke?
Oh my god, there's so many in this. Usually going back to Just for Friends, the hockey scene with the kids, where he basically beats them all up. And then they start beating him up too.
I'm like, all I could think of during that scene is at some point, why wouldn't you just be like, I'm just gonna sit out. You guys have fun. Like what kind
he's
of
getting
more?
yeah. He's like, I gotta. It's ridiculous. I gotta prove myself. By being-"
No logical, and I get that's the point. You're not logical, and I feel that. Like, have you ever gone back to London to hang out with high school people?
No.
Okay, so I'm from being from Espanol. I moved away be right before high school, and then came back for the last part of high school, and then moved away right after high school. And sometimes when I go back, it kind of feels like that. Like you kind of lose your head a bit. Yeah, because it's like you put a timestamp.
Yeah.
When you drove, like first of all, when I drove all over the bridge, and then every time I drive back over, I kind of just pick that fucking timestamp back up, and my character reverts to being fucking a moron. Like How I Met Your Mother has a word for this.
See, I'm agreeing with Rusty on a lot of stuff too, because it does. Chris Evans wins, and then they win in Summer Catch too. Like the guy I'm like, I'm not cheering for this guy, and then they win anyway. Like, why am I supposed to like Freddie Prinze Jr. in this movie?
Why do you hate him so much in this movie? Like, oh, no. You gave a long
No,
list.
because
You gave a long list as to why.
No, one of his number one reasons was that he saved people in a fire.
No, at that
You should
point,
really just ask him why he hates people.
Yeah.
at that point, it was so. It was written by.
Would you let Drew and I die in a fire if we pissed you off that day?
No. Well,
All
maybe
right.
I would now.
See?
No. It just felt like he had a person. I feel like whoever wrote this movie is like, hey, my life didn't turn out great. What if I wrote a version of myself that was perfect in every way possible on humanity, including the most beautiful women throwing themselves at him?
He does the wrong thing all the time. He screws up all the time. He's barely holding on. That's the point.
Everything works out.
He's supposed to represent.
Because he's Freddie Prinze Jr.
No, but he's supposed to represent the just don't give up, keep trying.
But he does keep giving up, and then
Okay.
Jessica Biel, or whatever her name is,
But I
Biel
feel
keeps
like-
saying, "Don't let yourself not be great. Just be the greatest. You are the greatest."
No, it's just because these chairs have no arms. And if I put my arms down, then
Oh, we do that all the time too. Yeah.
Or it's like one of these.
I just feel like you needed 17 more hugs.
Probably.
No, I get what you're saying. Like he gets away with a lot.
Just a lot
But
of
The
second,
coach
third,
is
fourth,
always
fifth, seventh
there.
chances.
Like, I guess from that perspective, if you're down in the dumps, you want people to care about you that way.
Yeah, like he.
But it's just so ridiculous because I never.
And
happened
did you
in real
miss the
life.
whole subplot of he clearly didn't deal with his mom's death properly, and his dad was kind of a dick about everything,
real
and
life-
his dad admitted like, "Hey, sorry, I've been a dick." Like, there's a whole bunch of arcs that showed people having growth, all while trying to say baseball brings people together.
Oh, and there was so much technical baseball talk. I'm like, I don't know what they're talking about. Like, this is for someone who really likes baseball. This would be if I talk depth of World of Warcraft stuff. Like, oh, you need to, stack resilience instead of spirit because you're doing PvP. Like, you're like, what? And they're just like, oh, and there's just a lot of that talk in this movie.
I honestly, I did not find the movie jargon heavy.
Because baseball was a big part of
I
your
mean,
life.
like, the commentary was pretty simple, even, like, oh, he's waving him off, he wants another signal, and then you see him, like, change his
You know,
hand, like...
in the World of Warcraft movie, there really wasn't that many references to Azeroth. But, like...
First off, you played a version of the game,
I
and
played
you are
it to
alive
death,
in
so-
a world
yeah.
that the game exists.
And you lived baseball for many years.
I'm saying, I cannot see the information gap being that big.
There was a lot of jargon. There was a lot of baseball jargon. I'm like, this is a baseball player wrote this movie. And they care a lot about those details.
But it's a baseball movie. Of course the details matter.
I don't think Field of Dreams talks about, like, hey, how do we calculate this guy's earned run average and how many bunts this year did he do?
But that's not what that movie was talking about. Have you watched Moneyball? Were you offended when they talked about the math of baseball?
Moneypox? No? Moneyball?
No, have you not seen Moneyball?
No.
Oh, I actually think you should watch it. It's all about how they apply math to win ball games with subpar ball players.
Say it again?
They use math
Oh, okay.
to win ball games. Like this, I don't know what his actual title was. I'm going to call him a mathematician for lack of a better term, but yeah.
Math magician. He's a math magician.
No, this is a real story. This is how the Oakland A's won a pennant by maximizing like players other teams had given up on.
So both Rusty and Scotty are chiming in that Moneyball's a good movie. So
Yeah, and you don't have to like baseball, but it's jargon. It's really jargon heavy. Like they get deep in, but you'd love it because they're applying all that jargon to math,
okay.
or math to all that jargon. Sorry. All right. So now I don't know what we were talking about. Oh, so what were your favorite jokes though? I don't even think you told a joke, and we just got off into a big tangent of what you hated about.
Bongo Time.
How do you keep getting to what you hate about Summer Catch? Like, how did this movie make you so angry?
Okay, I haven't even made notes.
Oh shit! All right, I want to hear the notes. I think I missed I'll take the bongo time from Dee Dee Marie there while you bring up your notes. And of course, thank you everybody that's coming to hang out
Oh,
with
I
us.
had the drinking dad stereotype too, which again, not another teen movie made fun of so well. Like, I can't pick you up. I'll be wasted. I'll just forget to pick you up.
Well, I'm not denying it, but it's also okay. But when tropes and stereotypes are part of things, it's because typically there's a reason for that.
The little girl was the star of that movie. That wanted to be the mascot. And she
Loved
was
her.
She was in a fish costume.
Oh, I didn't do the bongo time. Sorry.
Adults hated her.
I'll do that now.
They hated this little girl as a fish. And then she turns into like a drunken stereotype bum as the mascot, and they love her. That was kind of funny. That was the best part of the movie.
The best part of the movie.
That swamp weed's nothing to fuck with there, man. Wow. I get excited and I forget that I don't have to have like gigantic bowlfuls.
I'm sorry we don't always sync up with the Bongo Time redemptions, because we're kind of flying by the seat of our pants here.
10 messages were deleted by a moderator.
Oh,
Why does it keep happening to Rusty? I thought we turned this kind of stuff off.
sorry, Rusty. We know you're not saying anything wrong. This happened last time too, I think, to Rusty.
Yeah, I apologize.
He might
Feels
just be
birthday,
typing.
man.
I think he's just tripping a limit, typing a sentence, and then.
Oh,
Sorry, Rusty. Hopefully, it'll just last a few seconds. You can type something.
why is he got to delete shit?
Or it was Dee Dee. Oh wait, Dee Dee's not mod here.
No, Dee Dee's best VIP.
Dee Dee's best VIP. I do feel I need to do this one more time.
Dee Dee. We're talking Dee Dee Marie. I have a friend Dee Dee. She casts a spell on me. If me and Dee Dee and Lady could be free, flying freezing easily, skinny dipping in the sea of Dee Dee. I propose on bended knee to Dee 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 Dee. Me and Dee Dee and Lady could be free. We'd be free. Plant a tree just for Dee Dee. For Dee Dee Dee.
And then I go upstairs to do stuff, and I grab other footwear, and then I come back down. There's always like 5 pairs of shoes by the end of the street. Sorry, just chatting back here. So back to not another teen movie. Well, you tuned in. You know what this show's about. We're here to get really high and maybe talk about movies. Not another. Not another teen movie might be in my top 10 parody film
This
list now.
was super good. Like, Just Friends really made me laugh a lot too, but not another teen movie is like top 10 classic. Although, I gotta say, I'm gonna watch Just Friends again because.
Like, were you
God
never
damn it.
friend zoned in high school?
Oh my god, it's the story of my life.
Yeah, like.
But
I've been part of it.
but then I didn't identify with who he became because he's this like jerk player, and he didn't like even when he's trying to be a nice guy, he's doing it in an evil way. I'm like, this guy's awful. I hate him. It's Ryan Reynolds though, so you still kind of like him. But,
Oh yes, I love Ryan Reynolds. He's always right.
and then he still gets the girl.
Oh,
in the
hi
end.
Scott. Sorry.
Always. You can move the water bottle and read it.
Go to no. I know we have Scott over in the YouTube chat as well.
Sorry, Scotty. We're all over the place tonight.
We are. Well, he would have came. That's who's the individual letters are in there, but you can't read that from here.
I wasn't even looking at the on-screen chat.
Ever, I know. Wow.
Oh, I feel this deserves an extended pro streamer. If I can find it, because we're real pros here. Where the hell is it?
Just demonstrating why we have the.
I'm a professional. Look it up in the book. That's what we do. We're pros. We're never rude. We don't camp out. We don't tell you that we're ill or that we're looking for the farmhouse in the middle of the desert or that we're parched. We don't tell you that maybe the check didn't come through this month and where the hell does it go anyway if you're a guy who's left 16 forwarding addresses.
You literally just scared my cat at the other end of a 2-story house.
Drew was so excited to talk about the boys. He yelled.
Well, let's put a pin. Okay, do you remember? Because I know you didn't watch them this week for this, but do you remember? Which is why we're not talking to Drew much. It's not that we're not. It's
We
not
just
that
don't
we're
like him. We don't like
But
Drew.
actually, he's just here because Ryan's not here, so yeah.
Well, they're used to the. Actually, okay. First off,
Ryan's right there.
we're used to this chair being relatively silent.
That's true.
So,
Sec-
and second, you didn't watch the movies, but we will be moving on to stuff that Drew knows a lot about, and
Which is the dongs.
the
of the
dongs
week.
of the boys. We're not going to talk about Friday's episode.
Oh, we
That's
have
for
to.
Wednesday.
We have to.
You-
I can't not talk about
Come
it.
on.
Yeah, you can't.
Okay, can we
Dude,
touch
there's
on-
nothing you can say that isn't a spoiler for that fucking episode.
Yeah,
That episode is insane.
yeah, we can't.
We got to put a pin in Not Another Teen Movie. So do you remember enough of that movie to pick out your favorite joke?
No.
All right, well, mine is pretty much collectively all the Varsity Blues jokes. Because, like, that billboard joke, oh, one more concussion, use them up. Like, that is so horrific, while at the same time pointing out how bad it is for football players sometimes. Like, don't get me wrong, they have some good contracts, but if you don't remember the pin to your bank card ever, it doesn't really matter if you have the money, right? So yeah, that, like, those jokes are both. Those jokes seemed meaningful while being really fucking funny.
Oh yeah,
'Cause
and
you just-
it aged well too. Like there wasn't stuff that I think people would be that offended by today, even though people are offended by everything. Like there was times, but I'm like, man, this is so good. It's
Yeah.
so refreshing.
It reminded me. It gave me that PC college thing. PCU. It gave me that kind of vibe where.
They made fun of stuff the right way.
Yeah, and things that sometimes just need to be made fun of. But
Everything needs to be made fun of.
exactly, comedy can be under attack at times, and everyone just needs to find it funny or move on to the next thing.
And speaking of the next thing, I'm already focused on the boys, and so is Drew. We're
All
dying.
right.
We're dying here.
Oh,
Oh my
children,
gosh.
How many episodes are left?
Two.
I've 2.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, 7, 8. Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7, 8.
okay.
7 and 8.
I mean, it's
This is the best show on television right now.
No, yeah, it's up there.
they progressively just get better and better.
I
and
forgot to
better.
bring a picture of Love Sausage.
Burnt love sausage.
Yeah. Eee.
That thing was disgusting. Yeah.
Yeah, he got toasted.
Okay, so the problem is that the whole episode is, well, it's called Herogasm. The episode's called Herogasm, and pretty much the whole episode is part of the Herogasm.
I read that the production.
So let's just each pick out our favorite sex reference and get it over with.
The production team
Okay.
ran out of
All
fake
right,
semen.
I have to. Okay. Wait.
They ran out of fake
All right,
semen.
with Mother's Milk, right? Okay, so he's like, what the heck? Guy pops up out of nowhere and like brushes him, and he's covered in slime. He's like, what the hell?
Oh, yeah, but
That is funny. The next part is hilarious. I'm not gonna ruin that part because that's one of the funniest
Okay.
parts in the whole thing. But I'd have to say that's my fun, like one of my favorite parts in the whole thing. That episode was hilarious. He's like, oh, my jacket. Opens the door.
I'm just gonna answer Dee Dee.
But yes,
The best television out there continues to have dongs in it. We will continue to report on said dongs, okay? I'm just not gonna lie. Oh my god, that award might be my favorite thing ever. We might have to go to the Stag Shop and the award shop,
seen that movie.
or like
This movie's really
Value
good.
Village.
I have it. I just haven't watched it.
Oh,
It's one of
you
those
gotta
things where
watch
I literally downloaded it and then.
I think
didn't
we have to
watch
make
it.
that.
I'm down.
I think we have to go to the Stag Shop and buy a butt plug,
Okay.
and we have to go to like Value Village and find like an old bowling trophy.
I'm down for it.
Or I'll just get Dan to cut a really nice piece of wood, and I'll not tell him what I'm attaching to. Oh no, I'll
A
tell
piece
him
of
what-
wood?
Who signed up for that job?
And that will, I would love to make that.
You'd love to sign up for that job?
I know, so that's why we're only talking about the innocuous a couple sex things, because the episode's called Herogasm. But we won't tell any big reveals, just like little small things. Like, there's a new dong.
Just imagine an orgy with superheroes.
Yeah.
And like all the insanity that would happen in a big rich person's mansion with a bunch of disgusting
I think they
moralists.
actually went pretty mild with it, to be honest.
Stay
Relatively.
lifted
I
dong
feel like it
merch.
could have been. It could
Well,
have been
you
a lot
can
heavier.
print on anything.
I can. I mean, who out there would buy a Signature Series Zazie Ankles dildo?
I think chat's full of it. Be sold out in 2 minutes.
Oh, the,
Crash the servers.
Crash the servers.
agreed.
See, Scotty.
But
Thanks, Scotty.
okay, so Rusty Pride, I agree with you, and that's why what the boys is doing in this episode is kind of like everything the boys is pointing out is what is sort of wrong with America.
Sabrina would anonymously buy one, based on the emote.
The shape of the Anki. How would you get that? The shape of that dildo, that ankle. How would you do it?
Like plaster cast.
It would probably just be the handle. Maybe it'd have a suction cup on the bottom, like the whole foot. What? Okay, no. Oh. Back to the boys. So episode 4 was really good too, though.
Oh, yeah.
We barely talked about it because we haven't talked about episode 4 yet at all.
We missed last week.
Yeah.
What?
Now I have to think back
It
to
all-
exactly what happened.
It all blurs together. It's just awesome show. Like the head popper. She pops everyone's head.
Blew her hand off and then blew his face.
Oh.
Just like fucking jaw.
So she can blow up flesh or something, or cause little
She, like,
explosions.
yeah,
Anything she can see.
She can like expand blood or some crap like that, or like.
And she
some-
blows
some
this
weird-
guy's hand off. She blows his face
his
apart.
jaw, not his face, his whole face. It's just his jaw.
Jaw,
And
yeah.
like this, it's just like and part of his face and his jaw. It's pretty insane.
A three-headed dildozer. That's what the Yankee thing would be. Three-headed dildozer.
Sorry, I'm banning people.
You're getting banned, Sabrina, for that comment.
No.
Yep. It's coming.
Just the YouTube. Sabrina, you can literally say whatever you want anytime on our channel.
What?
As he's
In
banning
fact,
her.
pretty much
whatever.
anybody can. We don't really restrict anything here.
We had flat earthers here. We didn't stop them.
Oh yeah, we let flat earthers, like, they led the conversation for like a good hour.
I lost track of time.
It was amazing.
Time isn't real, and neither is around Earth.
It was one of my favorite
Or
streams
birds.
of all time.
Oh, that was great. That was a fun night. Bongo time for the flat earthers.
Yeah. I'll totally do a bongo time for the flat earthers. Because they start off really smart.
What? No.
No, you know what I mean though. Like, they start off with like this fact, and they sound really smart, and then you poke
This one girl
any
kept
hole
saying,
in it. We've got to stop saying flat Earth though.
Yeah.
The AI is just gonna point them here.
"Oh yeah, bongo times." This one girl kept saying, "How can you have a rocket fuel burn in space and propel the rocket?" She couldn't get past that point. It's like, well, you have oxidizers in because there's no air in space. That's what she couldn't get over. Well, you bring oxygen with you so that that can cause an explosion. Everything has an equal and opposite reaction. And so you just direct it in one thing, and the force of the explosion equals the force you push forward And I tried to explain this to her several times. She's like, how do you have an explosion in space? Okay. But they were nice and polite at the end. Or at least the one guy was. He was really nice.
Sorry,
Well, then again,
Rusty Pride. I feel for you. I feel like I should not go on a rant about Quebec.
you should.
God damn those...
Yeah, no, do it. Do it.
I just don't think anything outside of the border of Quebec should have to be bilingual. And everyone hates me for saying it, but French is not the second most spoken language in our
Pourquoi?
country. Well, it's just, it doesn't make any sense. Not many other countries do this for any reason. B, it's not the second most spoken language in our country. It's just representative of one province.
Je ne peux parler français. I don't even think I said that right. I hated French class. God damn it.
And my last name is French. Wow, I've never held back. But I'm like, should I be saying my last name out loud? I don't know if I don't know.
We're gonna hunt you
I'm
down.
really high, so it doesn't matter.
Barry
But-
Allen.
We're gonna hunt you down.
Oh, my name is Barry Allen.
Hey.
Well, yes, we've been waiting for the science stream for months.
Yeah. I'm just hearing about the science stream, but what's going on?
Release the science stream right now.
Do it. Do it. Do
I'm
it.
a pro. That's what pros do. I'm a professional. Look it up in the book.
All right. So, on Wednesday, we're going to be talking about The Boys.
We're
Obi-Wan
talking about the
Kenobi.
boys right now.
I know, I'm just giving a breakdown of
Oh,
our
wait.
next stream.
I got
A little breather. I'm going to let you get a breath. Like, we're only... Jesus, we're only an hour and a half in. Very worked up.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Wednesday we're going to be talking about all the television stuff, which eventually all the graphics will match and say Stay Lifted TV Club. But that's just when I have more time to get that done.
I'm playing a game where I have to collect schematics right now, so I'm like, I hope they finish crafting by the time I get home. V-Rising. I gotta research, man.
Are you excited for Westworld, which we're going to cover on Wednesday? Even if
Oh,
Zach
I
has to
saw
put
that.
on, like, you might have
I
to
gotta watch it.
Huh?
Season 4?
I have not watched it yet.
It just
I
premiered.
need their back.
Well, no, we watched last night together.
Yes. So yes, I still gotta watch.
You were with me till midnight, and I've been on set since 3:30 this
So it
morning.
was kinda-
No, I have not. I didn't even watch the next episode.
Yeah.
I got like 4 minutes in after eating. I'm like, all right, I need to go to bed. Anyways, you'll be caught up, right? Or you'll have to go in the cone of silence.
I would really want to catch up on Westworld. I shouldn't have started Severance. Severance is so good, and now...
It's not your fault, man. I knew this was coming. That's why I finished it.
And then
Because if I didn't watch it then, I wouldn't have watched it till the end of the summer.
me and Dee Dee raided a castle last night. So then I couldn't watch Westworld. Catch up. Dee Dee best raider.
Okay. That is fine. Scott would also buy Stay Lifted dongs.
He said that a long time ago.
No. On YouTube.
Scott said it on Twitch a long time
Oh,
ago.
Jesus, I just realized it's the same person.
He's messed you up like 3 times now.
I
Scott,
know.
on Dee Dee best VIP raider.
All right. So yeah, we're gonna cover all the TV stuff, but
Obi-Wan
okay,
Kenobi's
have
over.
either of you rewatched Strange?
Stranger Things?
No.
Oh, Doctor Strange.
Yeah. No, Stranger Things is on Friday with the boys.
So much TV to watch. What a burdensome life. This is awful.
Right?
Honestly,
I hate having all these great TV shows to watch.
I'm getting a little burnt out. But
It's because you're playing too much Destiny 2.
oh, it's true, that game is wrecking my life. Schmoopy, what did you do to me? I definitely am.
Bongo Time for Destiny 2.
Actually, I smoke way less weed when I'm playing that game.
It's true. When you get sucked into a game, you don't take a break. You're like,
I kind of get mad because I keep going to like load, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta go.
That's when you know a game's good. When you forget to get high as often.
No, it just means I hit 3 times the amount when I do have time, and then I preload it. I just became more efficient at smoking weed.
Oh, it's completely unsustainable, Rusty. It's destroying the planet. Like, unsustainable. Continuous hype.
Yeah.
Like, the dopamine drip is just non-stop. Like,
What is?
dopamine drip.
But watch, then they starve you for like 2 months.
But like with Twitch, you can go from channel to channel, and you never have to end watching stuff you like. Like, you can always find something you like.
I have walked away from this setup with Twitch on somebody like early morning, like 4 a.m. because I gamed too long, and not like on a Saturday night, and not come back down here until like right before we streamed on Monday, and I've been passed around.
Yeah.
Only once has it been that long, but
Through the raids.
yeah, like you can pretty much watch Twitch forever.
It always ends up on Wildlife Cam.
I've never been on Wildlife Camp.
Yeah. What?
And then
But
they started
I
showing
start
up.
on stoner content.
All my streams always end up, when I leave them for days, they end up at Wildlife Cam. And then they started showing up in Sabrina's stream. I'm like, oh my god, it's the channel I always end up on. It's just nighttime. Well, it's 24-hour surveillance of animals.
It's random.
Yeah. But every Twitch raid ends at Wildlife Cam. It's like the end of the Twitch. In my mind.
It's like Bill Gates at the computer, the end of the
Yeah,
internet.
the meme about him being the end of the internet.
Yeah. What was your favorite scene in The Boys episode 4? It's hard to even think about episode 4 with Hero Gasm.
That would be.
I can't even separate season 3 from 2. You're like, hey, this time code in this continuous movie.
Well, no, because there's
the head popping.
It ends
Look at the
on
head popping. That's it.
specific things.
I don't
Maeve is dead, so on and so forth.
She's
I don't remember what I
hey,
had for
whoa,
lunch.
Whoa, whoa. She's not dead. Come on, guys. We all
She's
know
in rehab.
if she's not seen being killed, she's not dead. We know
She's
this.
going to come in at the last minute
Of course,
and
of course,
save the day.
exactly. Of course.
You think she'll have like a kryptonite spear or something?
Knowing this show, she'll show up to save the day, and then
die.
he'll like
and then he'll die.
chop
And then
her head off or
Exactly,
something.
and then she'll die.
die.
And then she'll die.
And
They'll
it
give her
won't, but it won't
proper
help.
death. They're gonna give her a proper death.
No, like she won't save the day and she'll die.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what the show will do.
Of course.
I'm gonna say if he did do that, it would be from feet up, cutting her in half.
Like this.
Oh,
I'm
like
trying
Like
the
this.
other way. Like I'm
Like this,
trying
like
not
this.
to be too graphic, but
Like this.
he would be graphic.
Like this.
Yeah,
Like this.
as
Like this
if he
motion.
was staring
This exact motion right here.
at her perversely when he starts the beam. Because this show's kind of that way.
He likes to kill the women as like personal and up close and horrifically.
Yeah,
Yeah, a little bit too much. But then again, this is Homelander, so.
There's this,
Garth Ennis has problems.
man, you have not read his comic book series Crossed, which is like, what if zombies kind of became intelligent and wanted to rape and torture everyone? And like, oh my god, some of the
Rape and torture?
it's horrific, man. There's some full pan spreads, like they're burned into my brain. And it's by the guy that did The Boys and Preacher.
Yeah, see, I can't.
And
If you-
Irredeemable.
If certain things,
Yeah.
if you're saying things is rough, I'm good. I'll pass. I will take your word for
yeah,
it.
but I mean,
Did you ever end up watching Tusk?
No, I will never do that. I will never do that. From just the description, I've seen the trailer. I'm okay. I've seen it.
yeah, like he could chop off her limbs and throw her at Butcher. Like that's what would happen on the show. That could happen.
This show has a level of violence that takes it away from Michael Bay and brings it to the surreal and
It just makes it brutal and realistic on some
Yo,
level.
the first episode.
Even though it's superheroes.
Oh my gosh, the whole penis thing was fucking hilarious.
Oh, do we? Oh, we do still have that.
Oh, that
How
was
did
so
that not come up
funny.
yet?
I don't know. Did
That
we
was
move it on?
download.
so funny.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, it was a sneeze.
You mean that?
Yeah, it was gross looking at it, but it was just hilarious how it happened. Just like
It looks like a fingerprint on each side.
You're just touching the wall.
They probably modeled it and just used that as a texture map.
The longest picture
Here it
we've
is. It
kept
probably
up
went like
all
this with
night.
like a finger like this. See, like, if you look at it carefully, it has, like,
And
the ripple.
thank you from our sponsors, Mad Dad Labs. Check them out at maddadlabs.com. And Liquor Chrome, check them out at liquorchrome.com.
No, but that was hilarious, bro. That was just too funny.
It was well set up.
That was a
It was well
great-
written.
great
and
way
it
to
worked.
just open
Oh,
it up.
he's saying she's kept somewhere as an amputee right now, and he's gonna
Oh.
bring her out. He's gonna bring her out when the time's right. Man, Homelander's like that. Yeah, I can see
Maybe.
that.
Well, what if Butcher's hiding
Who
her?
knows? That's what I think. She's in hiding
Because
because
she's the whole sex thing.
I think she's just like training on her own and doing a plan, and we'll find
Guys,
out.
are we
out
forgetting
about
how
it
it
later.
left off? It was Homelander. There was a scream, and
Well, and Starlight.
so that's why I feel like.
Oh.
So I feel like
Right, my bad.
if it's gonna be anything, it might be that amputee thing. It could be. That could be a thing, or she could be. Yeah, she could literally be pinned to a wall somewhere, just chilling, hanging out.
I mean, I feel like he'd keep
No.
at least one arm on her. What? I mean,
They already did that with
Bit off her own
Stormfront.
tongue.
Stormfront in bed with one arm.
Yeah, so I mean, he's
Right,
kind of
yeah.
got an affinity for hand jobs. And
That
breast
seems
milk.
to be his thing. Yeah, the old fashions.
Right.
You know, fashions. The old fashions, that's amazing.
I stole that from South Park. Don't you remember the old fashioned episode?
South Park's in like 21 seasons.
You remember like, hey, do you remember this scene from this movie somebody saw 30 years ago? And you like
Also-
quote it and it's right. It's
Also,
like-
I watched the first like 12 seasons of South Park in like one sitting.
yeah, see that proves speed reading can't work. Science, right there. Proves it for the whole world, all 8 billion people, because you can't remember a certain South Park episode.
Or there's a lot of extraneous information going on in South Park. They cover a lot of topics, and not all of them hit home with me.
It's something about just the whole episode's about old fashions being the solutions to everything.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I'm not sure they're that wrong.
The getting hand jobs is the solution. I think it didn't work for Homelander. He got a bunch
That's
of hand
fic-
jobs, and it went
That's
wrong.
a movie. That's fiction. He's not real. Homelander's not real.
Kenny is.
If you see him in real life, he can't do shit. Except he's kind of buff, so he could probably beat you up.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the guy in the mirror to step out of the mirror and give Homelander a wank. Like, now listen, you get in there and you.
Rusty's right though. He's standing at the tops of buildings like Batman, and he's jerking off, saying, "I'm the greatest," or "I can do anything." Like,
It's a real dick move, is what it is. It's a dick move, everybody.
But no, great season so far.
Why? See, then that was the one where like, why is that? Why is that? I mean, this is one of the best seasons of television I've ever seen. This is,
every season's gotten better, and it was already the best show when it started.
and now this is why. Okay, this is what we can talk about, and then Zach will just sit here for a minute because he doesn't know the show at all. But can you not see this is Kripke unhinged? This is Kripke just getting to do
The writer of Supernatural.
Yeah, the showrunner and producer for Supernatural. Like the Chuck storyline was him kind of going a little crazy with the writers there too, and like you can just feel the touch of it. There's a lot of the same subversion of expectations, except the Winchesters never die. And then, okay, well, to subvert that, they did a whole season where like every episode, like you watch them die a different way.
Yeah, that was a rough episode for me. There's some tears.
Wait, no, you're talking at the end of the show, or the one where Dean just dies over and over again?
When he kept dying.
Yeah, you're seeing the other universes, like legitimate deaths.
Yeah, so that was pretty rough.
So they do like an Infinite Earth
That sounds
thing,
cool.
where like there's hundreds of universes, and
You should watch it.
Dean and Sam. Okay, Dean and Sam are essentially
It's dated
God's
now.
favorite TV show.
Excuse me.
It's
Like-
dated, and there's like
Whoa,
20
whoa,
seasons.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
There's 20
Okay.
seasons of 20 episodes each. I can't do
Whoa,
that.
whoa, 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 whoa.
No,
First
no,
of all,
wait.
There's 15,
Everything
no,
past the
there's-
Leviathans. 14 and up.
That's
all
that's
you would
doable.
need to get
It's doable.
4
doable.
seasons.
Honestly-
Well, 6 seasons. Sorry, I can't do fucking math. 6 seasons
Honestly-
would give you everything you'd need to really enjoy it. With
It's
one
good.
or with
It's good.
one episode from like the 7th season with Chuck.
We're reviewing Westworld, and I can't even finish it, and I started another show.
Right, yeah,
called
you're never-
Severance.
Good point. Good point. You're right. You're very, very correct, sir.
Severance is really good. Oh,
How's
and then,
Mr. Robot?
yeah, I haven't gotten to Mr. Robot yet. But
I finished Mr. Robot.
I didn't realize season 3 of this show premiered. This is one of the best shows too.
The show. Oh,
I watched 3 episodes of this last
How many
night.
seasons? 3. Sorry, this
Yeah,
is 3 that just
3
dropped. So
just
there's
finished.
2 in one episode. How many episodes per season?
About 10. This is like Mulder and Scully.
I'm
like,
just trying to do
X-Files.
math. I have
You
to.
gotta add it up.
I have to
Okay,
watch
so
so
let's-
much stuff about boats.
And they investigate stuff for the church.
Just a lot
like
of boat footage. I had to
demon
watch.
hauntings.
Okay.
Oh, Rusty, it gets so freaking good, and every season's got a different theme. Like seriously, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Westworld.
why?
Westworld's very good.
Yeah.
Like no, season 2 does get like it's kind of season 2 is like all right, cool, but by the end of it you're like, oh okay, wicked. I'm glad I stuck it out. And then season 3 is just
Starts picking up.
Yeah.
where are you?
Halfway through season 3.
Oh
Halfway.
wait, that's 4 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You only
you're
have
missing
4
a
more.
lot.
You only have 4 more.
He's missing the
But
White
there's a lot-
Room
There's a
episode.
lot for him. There's a lot in those 4 episodes.
So I watched 3
Hey, he's
episodes.
missing. He's
Evil
missing
last night.
the White Room episode.
Mhm.
That's one of the best episodes on the whole. Like it mirrors that episode in the first season where you meet the original park investor.
Mm.
The one like they're testing the thing on, they just can't get him right. Yeah, like it's that White Room episode's awesome.
No, I agree. You shouldn't watch anything if you don't enjoy it, Rusty. Especially if you have to watch a ton of stuff. But we're
And-
all loving it.
You're right. I just gave that exact like I don't want to watch a show that I have to get through a bunch of bad stuff to get to the good stuff.
You want the dongs right away.
Yeah.
Like, right away.
And I mean, with that show, they kind of
Mr. Manhattan.
exploited, or they do a lot of explanations. So I mean, even if 2 is really boring, skip it. They'll tell you what happened. You won't feel like you missed anything. I promise. If you wanted to see cool content, I just think that season 3 tackles a lot of what's going on in the real world right now.
That's a good one. I like this. I like that one.
I agree. All good people should have dons.
What?
Bongo Time.
Wait, what?
Well, whether it be rubber,
Mm,
Or
you have a
whatever.
point. No, you have a point. You have a point. That makes sense. All good people should have dons.
all
Right.
movies recently have told me that
Makes
I
sense.
should have very large rubber dildos to kung fu fight with.
Right.
It's been
the
Kung Fu
glass
both
one,
times.
the neck.
Oh, we
Back
have
in the back of
we,
the head.
we have all of their names, right? I think I made a slide last week, didn't I?
Oh my gosh, the whole manor one.
Oh, is there a slide you made for it? I don't.
With the names, or no? I just have them in my notes.
That's hilarious.
Oh, which I can.
Well, we know there's the
Starlight one.
Homelander, Star Spangled Banger, the Noir,
Yeah, my notes
Silent
are right here.
Screamer.
Starlight.
the Star Sailor Banger, the Deep's Flounder Pounder, Black Noir Silent Screamer, and we don't know what Starlight's is, but we were supposed to come back with ideas.
I don't remember that.
So off the top of your head, pitch Starlight's dildo. This is dangerous.
I would call it.
Can you bring up the picture so you can see it and be reminded of it? It is the top
I'd call
left
it.
corner.
I'd call it
It murders a man in
mini
his
braid.
jugular.
I'll call it mini braid. I think
That's
a good
pretty good.
one. I think that's a good one. Mini,
Mini
braid.
braid?
Mini braid. You know, because it's small. It's bright. Lights up.
I'm trying to think
I
like,
like it.
the Flesh Starlight. Starlight
Fleshlight. Like just
just
flashlight.
Fleshlight.
What about-
So
what about
apparently
Tight Light?
they should have
Tight
molded
Light.
her instead of made one.
Tight light.
Tight
Tight
Light.
Light.
Oh,
But
that's
again,
another good one.
that doesn't really reference.
I know it doesn't. But
It's apparatus or apparati.
Who are the other members of the seven that would get a name?
So the glass one is it's translucent.
Yeah, translucent.
Translucent, yeah.
So I'm guessing that would be like the clear cock.
Clear.
We really should have thought of these ahead of time.
Oh yeah, but no, I'm trying to think of one for Starlight, and I now I'm just lost. I get lost easy. This show really. No edit at all. I love how there's a variance in chains. Like they all have different crosses. Like nobody went out and like tried to replicate this or go buy the cheap one you can get online.
What I heard is somebody put out an ad and hired all the Vin Diesel lookalikes they could hire. I think in LA area. So they didn't know they were all going to meet up. So you get to see what individually you could be like, hey, that kind of looks like Vin Diesel. But when they all show up, you're like, hey, that necklace is different.
Yeah. One dude's like 4'9", one dude's like 6'5". Like
there's one guy who's really tall.
They're like, dude, I think you should have picked The Rock. If you're gonna pick anybody in this franchise, The Rock.
The Rock's now selling energy drinks, going from the healthy tequila he sold to the healthy
because right now I'm guessing he can't hawk tequila because of a morality clause with DC. Although I bet you wish they had a tighter one with Ezra. So Ezra Miller has now kidnapped children, preteens, as they're really harping on not saying children.
He's grooming.
Child.
He's grooming.
Yeah.
He's grooming.
They're pushing not child, and I'm like, I mean,
He's grooming. He's grooming.
Yeah, that was bad. That was bad. Ezra Miller's got some problems.
Yeah, he's fired.
Yeah.
Yeah. I might have to step off camera again.
Well, do you need to take a break?
I might have to step away just for a moment, but we will be right back. Oh, God. Can you set this clip up before you click it? Can you please give an explanation for your hatred and pain of going on?
Oh, this is an extremely realistic portrayal of how you hack computers. When I worked in the computer world, this is often how we appeared when we were working.
When
in
you
our
were
cubicles.
compiling in Deep Blue, this is what it looked like.
Yes, managers, high-end, like this is what it's like to work
Perfect. Run the clip.
at a Big Fang type company.
Love it. Run it.
Please confirm. Next. Too easy. No, don't. No. Yes. 50 please. Fuck. Well, fuck. No. Fuck you. Shit, let's go fucking away. I'm rusty. Oh.
50,000 watts of fucking. 50,000 watts of fucking. 50,000 watts of fucking.
The answer to this guy is you. Eternal destruction. Quick. Thank you. Return. 3, 2, 1, go. Come on. Yeah. Oh, baby. gotta modify the code.
That is amazing.
That's exactly what it was like. And the little dance at the end is how you actually get the code to compile faster.
That makes sense.
If you don't do it,
It won't work.
stuff goes wrong.
Okay. All right.
And like the two-handed typing, I mean, that happens all the time. It's just like music, you know?
They're just trying to show how much smarter he is than you, that he can use two computers at one time.
I worked with the guy who invented C++ team. Like, and Hugh Jackman was not there. No one like him was.
Nobody like him at all.
Come on, man. Have you never
No.
programmed in Cube Basic?
Cube Basic, yeah.
Oh, that is ridiculous.
That is one of the worst scenes of hacking ever. That offends me to this day. The exciting portrayal of typing.
Would you like to explain the differences?
Oh, it'd be a guy in an office for 8 hours just waiting for like 30-minute compiles and like surfing Reddit or something while they're doing it.
Oh, that's a really bad scene. Although Hackers is still worse.
Oh, Hackers is the worst movie of all time. I'll bring terrible clips from that. Possibly the
Not
worst
bad.
movie ever.
We should probably pick our one day. We should pick our most hated film of all time.
And I'm sorry, Angelina Jolie's weird looking. I've never understood why people like. She just looks alien.
What?
I've never been into her. Never got the appeal.
Before she got like super.
So angry. Looks like an alien.
She does. It's like those I don't know. Those lips look weird, and then she's got
Okay,
really
what about
long
before?
eyes.
What about before she did all that stuff?
She never looked good. And I was mad she was Tomb Raider. I'm like, that's not my Laura Croft.
Angelina looks manufactured,
Yeah, yeah.
but
Even-
like a
even
hot
when she was
alien. Sabrina, I agree. Like I agree with both
Oh,
of you. She looks a little.
I'm in the
alien, but
minority.
She looks like a hot alien,
I'm in the minority. Everyone and their cousin loves her, yeah.
except in Tomb Raider.
I was-
Everything about
bad
that movie is
choice.
weird and
Bad
cringy.
choice.
Guys, I liked her into
Mr. and Mrs. Smith, however.
No, see, I like her then.
I don't know why I love that movie so much. I think it's one of Brad Pitt's
It's
best
the boxer.
films.
It's a scene where she's in the shirt and he's in the boxers for you. I think, right? That's your favorite scene.
No, it's the doubting yet arguing wife turned super spy that just she does great in it in almost every scene, and so does he. The movies are great.
I've never even heard of American Dee Dee Marie. No.
Huh?
Rusty's asking if we've seen American Dee Dee Marie.
It's the American Marie. Mary.
Oh, I misread it.
American Mary.
American Mary. No, I have not seen American Mary. I don't think.
Did I miss? Yeah, you missed dongs.
Actually, I think you did, Scotty.
Yeah, you missed a couple dongs.
Had you seen the Dongs of the Watchmen before? Maybe. And she assembled that dong in that
Spoilers.
scene.
I've not seen The Watchmen.
She takes, like, there's more balls that come off, and then she has to assemble it, and then, like, there's a whole little scene. You don't get to see it actually go in.
Is it weird that I've both read and watched the other movie and loved both of those things, and I've not watched a single minute of that television show?
That show is so good.
The
It's so
show
much-
is amazing.
Yeah, really, really
Is
good.
it?
Because it addresses like racism. That's the gist of it.
That sounds awesome, Rusty. I'm
That's
gonna watch
that's
that.
that's the gist of it. Like it's like the police brutality, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It attacks that, so it's pretty good, and it has enough action and enough things to keep you like, okay.
It's
it's
just
good.
overload.
No, but it's pretty good though.
I
Like,
love
it's-
Ginger
They do it in a
Snaps.
really good way where like it incorporates like LTGB, like black, like Tulsa stuff.
Bongo Time for
All that
Ginger
kind of
Snaps.
stuff. But yeah, Bongo Time. It's a good thing. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it and you'll see what I'm talking about.
And I want to. I'm not saying I don't want to watch
Trust
it.
me,
I'm just
trust me.
saying I
It's a
missed
good
it in
thing.
its moment,
Trust
and
me.
now
But trust me, it's a good thing.
it'll be one of those things that.
It's a thing that you should watch. You're gonna wish that you did if you don't. So I'm just
Why are you being so offensive to my dad?
me. What? Oh no, she loves it there. She loves it there.
I said to
She
my
could-
dab rig.
She climbed up there herself.
Yeah, I know. Well, why is she being so offensive to my dab rig
I
then?
don't know. She just wants to sit like that. I don't know. I think
A
it's-
dab rig feels violated. It wants to file a complaint.
Wow. Maybe she feels violated by your dab rig and never follow that.
Well, you just said she climbed up there.
She did.
This conversation's deteriorated
After
pretty
the dab
quickly.
rig
That doesn't
told
stop
her to
people
get there.
anymore.
Okay, well,
Hey. Hey.
back to the boys.
Yeah, boys.
No, back to Supernatural.
Supernatural. No boys.
No, I know you'll never get to actually watching Supernatural, but there is a lot of good writing in there, and there's a lot of good self-referential. We know that it has to be corny sometimes, and they put on a really, really great show.
It's a show I guess I wish I had watched as it aired, but I didn't, and I'm 20
Yeah.
years too late.
No, and I agree.
No. I don't agree. I
Even
think
if
you
it
can
was-
watch it at any point in time, and I don't care because I love that
No,
show.
he's
I love
right.
that show. I love that
When's
show. No.
the last time you rewatched it?
Okay, I'm not gonna say that it's aging perfectly or anything, but I would still watch it because I love it, and that's why I watch it because I love it. Now you might love it, but you won't know if you don't try it.
All right, Rusty. Why specifically season 7? That's post the apocalypse and Yellow Eyes storyline.
They're the supernatural nerds. Yeah.
Is that Castiel?
I think so. Wait,
Is season 8 when Castiel
I think
spreads
that's
his
when he gets-
wings
I
to?
think, yeah, I think that's where he gets his.
Oh wait, no, that's not.
Isn't that where he
That's
gets his boost? That's where he gets his boost.
who?
Castiel.
No, Castiel
Wait.
doesn't come in till a later season. Season 8. I'm thinking season 8, episode 1 is when Castiel comes in.
What a couple of nerds. This is like the one thing I don't know that you guys talk about.
Agreed.
That you
And-
are talking about that I don't know. I don't
And
know
that
lots of stuff.
storyline, the whole fandom subplot that turns into the whole plot of the show. I wish I could condense that down into Zach, go watch these 20 episodes to get just the Chuck.
I'm sure there's some
storyline.
amazing person on YouTube that's created summaries of each season.
And you,
that would be really fun to watch.
you would enjoy that probably. I hate that. I hate
Yeah.
those.
I like those.
It ruins it for me.
Every time I watch a summary, it just makes me go watch the episode. So like, I want to see what led up to that. I like all of it. It's hard not to rewatch.
Told you.
And that's
When you love it, you love
Buffy,
it.
for instance, for me.
Which is also why
I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far. But Buffy is
At the time,
a
it was
good
my
show.
favorite.
It's a good show. It's a good show. Not better than Angel, but we tried.
I group Buffy and Angel together. It's like a 12-season show.
I don't know if I agree with that one.
Because there was crossovers, too, before the
Yeah,
companies
but
split.
like, so I felt like some of it was real forced. You know, some of it was like
Near
it was
the
like,
end,
It was like
just-
really weird. It's like, okay, that didn't really need to be a episode.
Yeah, but it was like Cordelia, and then you get guest stars. And
No. That's what, for me. That's where it started falling off. I'm like, starting to get weird.
I would have... Well, the comics finished the story,
Yes, they did.
because the show got canceled.
Yeah, it did. It was a great show, Breaker High. That was an amazing show.
That was a Canadian show, and they probably have no idea. Never heard
Yeah,
of it.
Canadian show.
no, but it dawned Ryan
Gosling.
Yeah.
was very funny in
and
that
the
show.
dude from what is
played
that
Jimmy?
show where the guy works at Costco and he gets
Yeah, the guy he played
powers
Jimmy.
from the devil.
He played Jimmy, the
Reaper.
best friend.
Yeah, the
He
best
played, like,
friend in
The
that.
stupid fat friend, like
Ben
the
was
stereotype. That was a stereotype. That was a stereotype. That he,
Yeah, he was the goofy fat
the
dude.
goofy fat guy.
And then he played the goofy fat dude for like 30 years.
And then yeah, he basically got stereotyped, and you don't really care about.
He was like, he looked like the guy from I'm gonna move on from the analogy. I forget the name of the band. Who sings All Stars?
Smash Mouth?
There you go. He looks like a comedy. He looks like the
Bobby.
lead singer of Smash Mouth, but bigger.
If you don't know who Neil Cicerega is, he has a whole album based off just that one song, All Star. And he just remixes other pop songs with it. And like puts lyrics over other songs. I've played you some of his other stuff.
Ah.
You hated it because
Metaverse,
like
the Metaverse Supernatural.
Metaverse. Okay, I'll check that out.
Is the best of Supernatural.
According to Rusty.
Yeah.
Well, Rusty's hitting a lot of home runs. Like
So-
knows a lot and had some good suggestions. So
Yeah, Supernatural is one of my favorite shows. It was given to me on a DVD with 12 episodes, all compressed back in college. And I have never fallen in love with. Like, that was one of the first times I really binged something hard like that.
And then you did it with The Boys, but it's the same guy.
The boys.
Oh yeah.
The boys.
And yeah, Eric Kirky is just really good. But I mean, then you can also tie the connection to Preacher, like
All Preachers.
with
so
with
good.
Evan.
It's nuts. It's nuts.
Shit.
Dragging this guy. And
Seth Rogen and Evan.
He's a little smudge. That's funny.
Goldberg. Forget his name.
Doesn't matter.
His writing partner, but they're producers, director. Like, they produce, direct, and write on episodes for both Preacher and The Boys.
That's funny though. Wasn't that a skid mark? That was funny. That was a funny part.
Oh,
That was funny.
that is so
That was
brutal.
hilarious. That was hilarious.
Imagine the Flash.
I'm like A-Train. Like,
Wait. That's
Dragging a
a
body.
big point in there.
but like we're not. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into. It, but like I just. Where
Dragging someone.
was this in like
A
before?
lot of pavement.
Why is A-Train gotta be a bitch? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I just feel like,
He smears someone across a mile
Which
at
is-
light speed, basically.
which is
Well, not-
amazing and funny as shit.
That was a
funny.
great scene.
That's funny.
he was dead early into
Yeah,
that.
no,
ride.
he was like.
Although it being a specific type of person, maybe not. He might have sustained part of that ride because
No, I'm pretty sure he's done. Like,
he was a
I think
suit.
I think he was done.
He seemed to have super strength.
Yeah, but I think he was done. Like,
Well, no, I get that.
when
Just
you
he
look at him,
he'd
his,
last
like-
longer than you.
Probably.
Is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I would have been
He
dead.
felt that
From
shit
the force
longer
of
than
running,
we would.
From the force of the run, the pull, I would have been dead from that.
Oh yeah, like
From the force.
honestly though,
the
he
G-force
goes.
would've
He goes.
killed
Yeah, think of it. Like he goes from 0 to
The G-force would have killed me.
500 kilometers an hour in a second.
They always ignore that thing about.
He would have just ripped his foot off.
Yeah.
Just pop.
Yeah, but everything doesn't make sense when you look at it.
Because the way they try to say it is like it's like once you're as a speedster, like once you touch something, you can change.
But
it.
see, that's the rules we're
Which you
talking
can
about.
make-
We
you
don't know the
You can
rules.
speed up
what the thing you're
the
touching.
thing you're touching, and that's kind of how I guess that's how
like
they
a
get around.
field extends.
That's how they
around
get.
it.
Yeah, that's how they get around
Oh.
that thing. So.
Sorry, I don't watch Reacher. I watch Preacher.
Like-
oh, you're talking about Preacher.
Reacher is Jack Reacher.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. We're
Well, I
talking
haven't,
about
I haven't seen that.
Preacher
They have like
with Dominic.
Oh, I forget his last name now. Purcelli or no?
Who I thought was. I
yeah,
thought.
Keith
It
Urban.
was
Yeah.
Kermit.
Yeah, I thought it was Keith Urban. It's happened like 3 times now.
Like Barry, we've literally
like,
had this conversation twice.
Remember, we never got to the bottom the other times on why I thought they were connected
Yeah.
until I remembered it was Garth Ennis. I'm like, oh wait, Garth Ennis penned both of these. That's why.
Telekinetic aura of some sort. And my favorite book of all time, it's an online thing called Parahumans or Worm. There's there's some awful superheroes. It's the same sort of thing as The Boys, but even better.
Better.
There's this this creature, person that can move. They're invulnerable and nothing gets resistance. So they could just move their hand through the table, no problem. And they just take people and like pinch off their fingers and things like that. Because they're just no superhero on earth can stop this person. And they're just a minor part of the story because this world is so fucked up with people like this on it. And it's all these threads of story weaved together by the end, and it's like 2 million words long. It's like longer than Game of Thrones.
Oh my god.
That's a lot. Holy crap.
Is it? It is. From Agent Carter. Era Howard Stark.
Yes, he is.
From in Preacher.
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Remember the fisticuffs? The scene where they go to the bar.
Yeah, no, I completely forgot that.
He definitely is in there for sure.
I mean, the horrible '50s accent and mustache really hide the character. Then you make him all Texan and angry. God damn, Preacher was one of the best shows anyone's ever introduced me to.
it is a great show, like, insanely good.
Yeah.
And it's by Garth Ennis. Man, this cross though about the zombies that do torture and worse. Like, think of this messed up guy writing a story about that.
It might rejuvenate my love for zombies. I think I can deal with that.
Superman, I think it's just his skin's invulnerable. In the
all his cells.
All his cells.
Yeah.
Well,
until he
that's
comes
what I
into
meant, sorry,
contact
like his
with
eye and
kryptonite,
stuff,
then it turns it into basically
Going back to
regular.
the boys, the tests on Soldier Boy, like shoving a gun in
Yeah.
his mouth and shooting bullets to see if
Oh,
he can
yeah.
stand it.
That's pretty
Oh
wild.
my god.
Torch put a torch literally in his life. Yeah. It's just
Yeah, torch. Oh
Just
man,
torch
the
down
stuff they
there.
did.
shocking.
Because yeah, if the government got a hold of someone like Superman, could hold them down, they would do the worst of the worst to them to test.
Soldier Boy might be my favorite character.
Soldier Boy's pretty. He's pretty sick actually.
It's funny to see his
Like it's
perspective.
Butcher, but I mean,
Yeah. But
Jensen Ackles is he's just an awesome actor. I love him. He always brings the right level of camp and seriousness. Exactly. And he just seems to be an actually nice guy.
I know what you're saying, Rusty. What I think it was True Blood in season 2 or 3. They had a crazy orgy scene. It's the first time I'd seen something like it on TV. But then things like Hero Gasm are still like, oh, I saw it on True Blood. That's when it shocked me. It's hard nowadays.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
True Blood.
Yeah.
That was an episode.
Oh, sucky.
I remember I was watching on my phone at work.
You were
I
watching
went-
that episode on
Yes,
your phone?
and because I didn't know it was coming, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh,
There was a lot of coming in that episode.
there was.
Not as much as the boys.
That was no, you know.
No, the boys, they ran out of fake semen for that episode. I read it. Saw it on TikTok. It's a real story. Hey, Mad Dab Labs.
Oh,
Hey,
welcome to our sponsor.
Oh, yeah.
You can get GMO's Nemesis at maddablabs.com. Check them out.
to clarify.
Oh, he had to.
That was Jordan.
He's like, that was not me,
That
that
was
was my
not me.
girlfriend. Yeah.
was not me.
Hey, what, dude? You can admit that you like Jensen Ackles. He's a good actor. He remade a great
He
campy
hates
horror
him.
movie.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
Bloody Valentine, right?
Yeah, like
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
I think
Honestly,
if you know,
it actually surprised me because I wasn't really putting two and two together, and then when I realized, like, here's the
and
okay.
I tracked down some 3D glasses and downloaded the actual split form, and it was fun to watch. The axe flies at you. The pick, sorry. And like they
Where
both
was
made
that?
horror
Where the
movies
mask?
that year. Like, oh crap, what's his name? Sam.
Penny Penskity. I forget. I always forget how to pronounce his last name. Every time.
I don't
just
know
call
what
him
his
Sam.
last
I
name
just call- I
is.
just call him
Why
Sam.
can't I think of who he is? Yeah, Sam. But he went and did a Jason movie, and it did not go well. Dean's like, I'm going to go do a campy, stupid, fun horror. Sam's like, I'm going to do a brooding, serious one. Yeah, no one liked that Friday the 13th. Did you ever see it?
Which one?
Well, the one that
I don't know which one he's in.
Padalecki?
I don't remember him. I don't know him that well. So.
Jared Padalecki.
Yes. Yeah,
Did I say that right?
I think so.
I have no idea. I'm high. So I should smoke a bong.
I hate him. I hate him.
So angry.
Jeez. But yeah, Golden Boy's pretty good. You know
You
what?
think Kimiko is good?
She's getting it back. Oh,
See,
she-
now that
yeah.
we got notification stuff, we can see Scotty redeem Bongo Time.
She's definitely gonna
Bongo
get
Time, Scotty.
She's gonna get her stuff back for sure. Guaranteed.
I need a little more weed.
And you know who else is gonna get? I'm interested to seeing his stuff. MM. He's
Oh, I
going
want
to.
to see another Toast
He's
Powers.
going to. He's
Hopefully,
gonna be
So it's
sick.
Frenchie.
hopefully he takes a bath before he tries weed.
Frenchie's gonna be interesting.
I think Frenchie will get a power like Frog.
You right? It's like,
From X-Men,
like he's something like Frenchie. I feel like he's gonna be like quick. You know what I mean? Like maybe not necessarily a full on speedster because that's kind of similar to what Huey's. Because he kind of just
He
He's a
teleports.
teleporter.
teleports, I guess. So, but
So how many of them do you think are gonna just take it? The full version. Butcher for sure.
Well, yeah. Then he's gonna go kamikaze on everyone.
Oh, Scorched Earth. I'm looking forward to it.
He's definitely gonna go kamikaze in that too. But I feel like that's what's gonna push a lot of the other guys to go the full mile too, because they're like, oh, we gotta stop him, right?
I agree that there was some bad CGI in the early 2000s.
Oh, horrible.
And then,
Horrible.
but there was also some directors and producers just making movies without it.
Fun fact, Reboot was one of the first CGIs out there, which is pretty cool. And it's Canadian, by a Canadian guy.
I remember.
That's really cool.
And they are rebooting it, or they just rebooted it.
I heard they did. Okay, I really hope that what they did isn't considered the actual reboot, because that's not a reboot. Once again, not my reboot. Hashtag on my reboot, right? So.
Okay, we're starting to sound like snowflakes here.
Hashtag. No, but seriously, it's literally like, it's pretty bad. It's like extremely bad. It's like when you watch Power Rangers, like it is corny, but that's part of it. This one was more like it's just corny, and it's like it could do a lot better, especially because CGI is way better now.
That's kind of cool. Wait, we talked about this last time.
Time to talk. No, it's morbid time.
Oh my god, my dog won't stop. LFG.
Looking for group. Internet grandpa.
That's funny.
Or let's fucking go. Morbid time.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna go and do a bong. Swamp weed.
Sorry, I just tried to rest through it. That's good. A little behind. Must be all the weed. Are we taking a little break?
I'm a pro. That's what pros do. I'm a professional. Look it up in the book.
Ooh.
We got one more ad, actually. From
Really?
sponsors right here.
You tried these? Berries and cream starburst?
Pardon me, what kind of starburst did you just say?
Berries
And berries. Berries and what else?
and cream?
Berries and cream! Oh, hurrah! Berries and cream, berries and cream. I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream. Berries and cream, berries and cream. Oh, I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream.
Juicy goodness. So, boys, what was your favorite scene from episode 5?
I'm not going to be able to separate them in my head like that. I don't even know why you try asking. But two episodes left. I'm kind of bummed that the season's coming to a close.
It's going pretty quick, man.
These new seasons.
But apparently, season 4 is supposed to be coming a lot quicker than last time.
I hope so. It felt like a long break.
That's what I heard. So I heard that it's supposed to be coming a lot quicker than it did. Than this did. 'Cause, yeah, this took way too long, like, to come back. So
I love how Rusty saw that video and he's like, "That's the one question he had." He's like, "Where'd this Rusty?" He's asking where the suitcase went in that commercial. He's like, "You say all that, and that's the question you have." Like, there's a lot more going on in there than where he put his suitcase and where it went. But I think I've noticed that before too. Because he's like dancing around. You're like, "Hey, yeah, he shouldn't be able to do that."
probably.
Oh, you couldn't hear the audio. He's singing about Barry.
Oh.
The commercial's about berries and cream.
Okay, yeah, okay, I know that. Okay, I know that one. I've heard that one. Okay. Oh man. Prediction. Oh, I guess we can't do that.
Yeah, we
Okay.
can.
No, we can't. Okay, fine. Prediction.
I'm just wondering how much Homelander's going to destroy before they are able to stop him. Like, how is he going to destroy half the Earth? Is he going to blow up the moon or something? Like, before they stop him?
Yeah, he's obviously.
That's the question to me.
Because right now he's extremely pissed. Because he doesn't get manhandled at all, and he got manhandled by 3 people. So I don't think he's too happy about that. So I think he's gonna go after that, like their people first. I think that's what he's gonna do. I think that's his first.
Oh, but I mean, at some point,
his first move is gonna go after them, and then he's gonna start going after.
Okay.
You know, that's what I think. I think they're gonna do a flip on Noir. I think Noir's gonna help him.
He'll show up with Maeve.
I think you know what I mean. Yeah, I think he's gonna end up flipping on them, and then I think he's gonna flip on them. It potentially, no, I would say become the head, but no. But we all know where this is heading. Like they're all gonna die in some way, shape, or form.
There's some movie magic.
I'm a pro. That's what pros do.
Jesus.
I'm a professional.
Yeah,
Look it up in the book.
Yeah, that's probably where he went. Probably went to go save Maeve.
Well, he just ran from Homelander because he realized Soldier Boy's hunting down old members of the crew. Who knows where he went? Like, it's a good guess that maybe him and Maeve hooked up, but he might be in. Like, he ran to Australia and he's on a beach somewhere.
Yeah, really, no one's seen his face in a long time.
Yeah, you wonder though if Homelander could be like, oh, I can identify his heartbeat or something like that.
Maybe. If that was the case, then he wouldn't need the tracker.
Rusty was noticing continuity errors in the berries and cream commercials.
That is a horrible commercial.
And Barry hasn't seen Invincible, which is a crime.
I have not. I will eventually.
Rusty, in the last week, I rewatched that metro scene on YouTube.
Yeah, haven't finished Westworld or. I feel like VNN was needed.
For which?
VNN, the YouTube channel.
It was not needed?
It was needed. It was awesome. It was great added content, and it tied into the whole season.
True. Yeah, watching those, that actor, whoever they got playing the head of VNN News, he's a genius at that role. He's born for it.
Who do you keep saying it is?
He's a mix of like Tucker Carlson and like Sean Hannity. He's like halfway between.
Tucker Hannity.
That's what he feels like, but he plays it so well. Like
Sean Carlson. Sean Carlson.
Yeah, you gotta watch. Invincible's only one season. Well, there's gonna be more, but
season 2 just started, didn't it? Oh.
I hope. Well, I would love it.
Soon. I think it's probably like I don't know, November, October.
The comic books are done. You can read them if you want.
Mm-hmm. Although I've noticed that every time I finish an episode of The Boys, it suggests Invincible.
So it's that good.
Yep.
That's it. That good.
It's a lot to watch.
That's true.
It is a lot to watch, but
Although
it's that good.
The episodes are short and there's not a lot of them.
And that's why it's easy to just.
On the other hand, I've rewatched Diabolical 3 times, and I've rewatched Love, Death, and Robots like 3 times.
I'm pretty sure it's shorter than Diabolical.
Yeah. It is. Wait.
All right.
No, it's not. Invincible? It's a little bit longer. I'd say a little bit.
Aren't there 9 Diabolicals?
Yeah, but they're not as.
They're a little shorter.
They're a little bit because some of the episodes aren't full 20 something minutes.
Oh my god! Some of
them are like 16.
4 minutes.
Some of them are like right. So it's definitely.
But wasn't Invincible like 6 and they're not that long?
They're like almost half-hour episodes.
Okay.
So.
Who cares? We're stoned.
Yeah, pedantics. Being very pedantic in this.
Yeah, so right there.
I shouldn't play with things while I'm doing that.
Yes, they enjoy their powers, for sure. In Miss Marvel and Invincible. Like, I hate when people are like, it's a burden, I don't want this. It's like, oh, you're invincible and you heal instantly? Yeah, that sucks.
You don't age for a very long time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
I mean, what's the
You can
burden
shave with
that
literally
you have to that you're expected to help people because you can? That's what you're constantly bitching about. That's your burden. Sorry.
Oh, you should be good and not kill people?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's so morally...
No, Homelander's exactly what would happen.
And that's exactly what I was saying. I was
If
telling
the
somebody at work the other
superhero-
day. Like, honestly, if superheroes were real, they would be more like...
These
They would be more like
assholes.
that. They would be more like
Selfish
that. Because
assholes.
they wouldn't have... It's like us with ants. Right?
Yep.
Like, we don't think about ants because ants are ants. Like, we don't, you know what I mean? We don't acknowledge it. But unless we're like, oh, anthill. You
That
know
was
what I mean?
Homelander's speech.
And that's
Only
what it
if,
is. And
only
that's
if
literally
ants
what it
could
comes down.
actually communicate in our language.
See, but that's the thing.
And then you find out that it's only a shot between who's Homelander and who's not.
Right?
So we're no longer the ants difference. We're just an asshole human with too much power.
Well, he was technically built, so that's different. Technically. The shot, yes. The new shot that gives you powers, yes. People are going to be lined up in droves to try to get that crap.
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
Oh, that's going to be...
I can't wait for Vought trucks to be getting robbed.
That's going to be insane. Be cool.
I want to see gangs start forming. Well, they're just going to sell 24.
That's
When the
premise, right?
military-
'Cause that's what Little Nina, that's what she does in the comics. So that's kind of like, that seems like where it's gonna head.
And
Right? I think
Pop.
that's what's gonna end up happening for Frenchie to get out of, you know what I mean, to finally get out of it. Be like, you know what I mean, like, which is like, okay, I'll
Yeah,
do this
to
to
give her-
to get them off their back.
Pop
She's gonna
Paw
do that.
killing that guy with her thighs was one of my favorite scenes.
With her butthole. He had his mouth ajar, licking her,
Yeah.
and that means that broke first.
Yeah. When she crushed him with her superhero legs.
And then the top of his head blew a brain out, like the deepest blackhead you've ever seen.
Now, would that be a... would that be a way you'd want to go, though? It'd be pretty quick.
No,
It wouldn't be that quick.
no. How would that be fun? Why would that be fun?
First
for
of all,
you?
think about look at it this way. Think of, you'd feel the pressure. You would feel.
But
that,
it lasted like 2-3 seconds.
yeah, but you would feel that, and that would be the last thing you feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be better to like for instance, like if you off a building, right? You die of a heart attack before you hit the ground, so you don't feel that impact.
What if your perception of death is to infinitely feel the last second?
See, Scotty's on my
Right?
side.
Right?
You wouldn't even realize what's happening at first. You'd be like, what the fuck? Oh my god, this is...
I'm just saying, my
But then you-
dream death has nothing to do with tonguing a superhero's anus while she crushes my skull.
Only if he gets to choose the thighs. I mean, that's fair.
Zazzies? This guy. But you're right, it's a great death scene. But yeah, she was dealing real V. And Nina, yeah, she gets her own army of superheroes. So, yeah, I'm guessing the season's going to end with Frenchie dosing Kimiko at 24, which will bring back her powers full time. Which means they have to kill Homelander right after the blast. And it seems like Soldier Boy can't. Am I giving this away? Can't get it up twice in a row. Right
Yeah,
now.
so like when he does the beam, he's like,
We just can't talk about anything to do with the beam. Just that he seems to have trouble getting it up twice. So when and if they ever meet, they're going to have to hit him and then just non-stop beat him until he is dead after they hit him with the power shrinking ray.
Oh, the fight was good, though. Like, getting his head kicked up with... punched up when he...
They don't know anything about that yet because we're not talking about 5's details.
We are.
We're talking about 4 in detail, but not 5. At least not in depth detail.
basically, guys, watch it as
They
soon
have.
as you can.
They're all
great,
caught up.
good. I hope they have because, like I said.
These
So, anyways, like I was saying,
fucking
so
Walmart socks.
I think I probably did get him from Walmart. That's a good chance.
Oh.
Or like, is it like Work Authority or Mark's Work Warehouse? One of those places.
Wherever he can buy 87 pair at a time.
69. But yeah.
So I think the only possible ending to this season is Scorched Earth.
That's the question when you were gone. I was asking is, just how much of the Earth is he gonna blow up? Like, just say New York State, or like all of North America, or half, like blow up the moon.
You know what though? This show's all about subverting expectations. Honestly, maybe he'll feel impudent when people stop liking him, or he'll be, after that video, he'll be like the mega as they're trying to betray that side. Not that I don't care about any real world politics, but those type of people are betrayed as being his fans. So maybe that'll incite them to fight for him.
I just want to see him blow up some continents.
I think his people will start to fight for him, and I think he'll be too much of a pussy. And then they'll see that in him and abandon him.
Well, then the evil version of him from the mirror will be like,
Take
that's it, I'm
over.
taking over.
Burn everything down.
Yeah.
Like Brightburn style? Like Brightburn style?
I didn't like that movie.
I liked it.
Will Smith and
I
an
don't
org?
like the way it ended. It was stupid.
Yeah.
Is
like,
that
the
what?
whole movie was
Is
bad.
that it?
Which
No.
Will Smith and an org?
It's like, what would young Superman be like?
Basically, the Superman.
What am I thinking of?
Basically,
Right.
what
Oh,
would
it's just
Superman
Bright.
do? What would happen if Superman was the opposite? 'Cause
No, what if he
kills
was a
people.
team that became
He ends up-
selfish and
yeah,
realized
yeah,
he couldn't
so
do anything?
So he became more human.
But they don't
But he
handle
had
it well.
all his powers, and he was a child. So
They just don't handle
yes,
it
every
well.
time.
For the record, the only reason Superman doesn't become Homelander is because he's not human.
So he's better.
He
That's why?
actually is better than
Yeah.
us. I think that's the point, at least. That's the only thing I can get from it, is that he's better than everybody. That's it.
I would say he's not better than, where is it? He's not better than the Spaceball player Freddie Prinze.
Well, I mean, all you put was Christopher Reeves. I mean,
The greatest Superman of all.
that Superman can't even walk.
Well, no, he's under 6 feet underground.
You guys are a mess, man. I take no part in this. I'm not being canceled. I'm out.
Hey, listen, man.
he's a
Superman
he's-
never
he's-
made any money.
Hey, he was a treasure to some people. Okay,
That too, he
He's a
was brought up
treasure.
by
he's a treasure.
Paul and Martha Kent, so. Oh, super Jewish.
Do you remember those Canadian Heritage commercials?
Yeah.
I'll be big one day, I tell you. And he gives her the drawing of Superman.
Oh, yeah. But they wouldn't know that. We were showing all these propaganda commercials for Canada when we were kids.
Superman is Canadian.
They showed like the 3 things we've done. Like, oh, we invented basketball. Remember the stupid hoop? Oh, it's
The
got a
peach
hole in
basket.
it.
I'm gonna need those peach baskets back.
I bet you didn't even invent basketball. It's just the hole in the net. That's it. Yay, Canada.
No, we invented basketball. I can't think of the rest of
Nothing
them.
else.
They're great. We should download all those and put them on.
Insulin, right? Didn't.
Oh yeah. Oh, and I smell burnt toast. And I think some Americans got those commercials because, like, the burnt toast thing seems to be pretty universal.
Siegel and Schuster, wasn't that a law firm of some sort? Commercials? I don't know.
I didn't really pay attention to the commercials.
Or maybe that's just 2 lawyers that Canada's famous for. We don't even know. Canada doesn't do much.
No.
We do a lot. It's just not recognized. That's all.
Do a lot of weed smoking. And not even
As a
that.
matter of fact.
You don't even do it. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Maybe a special occasion. You know. We'll see.
Is it your birthday soon?
August.
Oh, me too. So.
August.
Oh, well, you're gonna have to do a bong in August.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm like a couple days before. Look, couple days after May.
Yeah. August will be another busy month for things we're doing around here.
I think we set the White House on fire.
Huh?
Canadians in America.
Yes.
We did?
we
like
pushed them-
hundreds of years ago.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
like
wild.
in
That's crazy.
18 something, we pushed them back. Oh, well, the British did.
That's why they're
but
on
that's
money?
us.
We just took
That's why
credit.
they're on
Yeah.
our money.
The British own us.
I don't like that.
They own the country. So. No, but
How do you
in
fix that?
18 something, we pushed the U.S. back and burnt down the original White House.
Okay, but how do we fix that?
Burning down the White House? Well, they just
no,
rebuilt
no, no,
it.
no, no.
We said sorry a lot.
No, how do we fix Britain owning us?
I can't say my solutions out loud on stream. I'm kidding.
It's like,
I mean, as
actually-
the royal family
Go down the
dissipates
whole
more
chart.
and more, it'll just go away. But the reality is that we have high connection to still the British rule. Who's the one person that looks over the Prime Minister?
You should put me on the $100 bill.
I'm down.
I'm down for it.
Klaus Schwab?
No. Well, yes, but I mean, there's a seat right above the Prime Minister that kind of reports to Britain, and they're the only person that can kind of shut down everything.
President Xi Jinping?
Wow. Not even trying.
I'm just
Wow.
trying to go off the chain.
I don't think you're allowed to use that person's name like 2 persons ago.
Winnie the Pooh.
Oh.
Oh, shoot.
I was gonna say close. The fish from American Dad.
You realize they're gonna send like secret ninjas here now, right?
They're already here. Half the chat's Leahy. It's all bots spying on us.
No, you're right. We keep getting people to moderate fandom, like fame, and then they just leave for the States.
It's true.
But the same could be said for people in Utah to California.
Not really. Still the States.
I just mean everyone's just going to New York or California.
Or Texas. It's a Wild Wild West state.
Name a Canadian
Wild Wild
that
West.
lives in Texas that's famous.
Not a
Wild
Canadian.
Wild
I didn't
West.
say Canadian. I'm just saying. I
We're,
find it
we're talking about migrating Canadians.
Okay, well, sorry about that. Well, sorry, I was late to it. Jeez.
Wild
I'm
Wild
just-
West.
I want to see both of you do like the prance that goes with it.
Oh, there is, like...
Yeah, it's like the whole staff.
I
and
forget
then-
the dance for
And
that
then
one.
you do like the one leg up, and then you step back, and then so it's like a typical cowboy dance.
I got it
but
mixed
it's
up
like
with getting jiggy with it.
It's similar to that. It is similar to that because he does the whole down, and then he goes up, and then he has the rodeo thing, twirls around, and there's a thing.
It's true, they're trying to send Call Me Nod to war from Wales.
For real?
The Brits.
I'm a little confused.
Me too.
Okay.
Bongo time.
I just did a big one. Only slightly running off the rails as we.
When was the last time we talked
Pretty-
about any of these movies?
Well, I kept trying to put a pin, like wrap up not another teen movie with final thoughts on it, and you just couldn't pay attention. And then
You
when we
just
started
said-
talking
you
about the
said
boys,
Okay,
you shut
so
up.
boys. So like I was saying,
Like you
Because
just
he
stopped
yelled.
talking about it.
It's because he yelled.
but like I was saying, I would say from since I wasn't here when you talked about episode 1 to 3, I would say, like I said, the penis thing that was hilarious. That was my favorite from that. That opener was pretty insane.
Not that penis thing.
Oh, the other penis thing. But that was great.
Every
When they
episode.
found Soldier Boy, that was pretty cool too. He does the whole havoc, chest blast. thing
Every
he did.
episode has something over
Yeah.
the top that makes
That was
it
kind of cool.
good.
Yeah. Huey getting juiced up for the first time was pretty interesting. I figured that's what happened. I figured he went behind his back and he was gonna go, wah.
Yeah, but I didn't expect him to become a junkie.
Yeah. Well, he does in the.
What right away?
He definitely come.
But that's what you got to do on TV. You got to be like, all right, this is gonna be a
No, in real world.
No, like he
If
actually.
you give me something I can shoot up and I get a superpower, yeah,
Right.
I'm junkie. Next, like
No, but if you think about it, just because of the kind of person he is, he's always seemed as weak. He's always seemed as so. Obviously, when you have that power, you
well,
know,
and he's got a superpower girlfriend, and a soup killed his
right? So it
fiance.
makes, so it makes sense why he would want to be a soup. So combination with that. Yeah. Nice.
Spitting
That
up
was,
everyone's
that was,
clothes.
that was a good stretch. But
Hello, Wester75.
hello. Hi,
Hey,
time.
Wester.
High times.
We are. What a great way to come in. We are talking. Well, we were talking with the boys.
Literally come in.
And we started the evening talking about Just Friends, Not Another Teen Movie, and Summer Catch.
This bongs for Wester.
Well, you heard it here. This bong's for you.
We've seen Wester before. It's been a while.
Zach does the remembering
I try.
of people.
I'm trying to think of what else.
So these are the 3 movies we're talking about, including how good-looking Chris Evans is, apparently. Which I agree.
We played a game of weed versus weed versus weed. So we started by smoking Pound Cake, Mac 69, and The Truth. I'm going to smoke more of The Truth, actually.
I can't handle the truth.
And then we had some swamp weed, which normally Ryan would be here telling you that swamp weed is when you take a couple good weeds, mix them together like you used to do at the fountain with your pop, I mean.
Never done that.
No? You're a weirdo.
I think you're the weirdo.
You've never mixed a bunch of pops together?
Not a bunch.
How many?
I guess 2 to 3. So
I mean,
I guess that
three counts as swamp.
Three
swamp.
yeah,
Yeah,
three
swamp
counts
pop.
as, yeah.
I don't think I've ever mixed weed.
I've mixed slush. I've mixed slushies.
Oh, every time.
Not all the time.
I
Sometimes-
layer them.
Depends on the flavors. If they have
'Cause
like
if
a
you don't
crappy
move them
flavors and
around
you only
much-
have like one, I'm just gonna load up on that one.
See-
But then sometimes it's like, oh, like I want a little bit of whatever. So sometimes I've had where I've like layered it.
Never
Then
done that either with
You just mix it all up.
Ew.
And then honestly, it gets weird. It does actually get like you just taste like random ice sugar because it's like weird the flavor.
But if you don't move it around much, you can and you layer it properly. You can kind of
Gotcha.
just go flavor to flavor to flavor.
Yeah. If you drink it fast,
It's really good.
If you drink
You
it
get
too
a lot of
slow, then it
headaches,
starts
though.
melting. It starts blending. So
Yeah, you have to.
You
You
gotta
have
drink it at
to
a
be
good
willing
proportion quick
to get
brain freeze.
brain freeze. You have to be willing to get brain freeze.
Well, I'll do a little bit more smoking for you and your homie. Thanks for stopping by, Mad Dad.
Well, thank you from our
Thank you.
sponsor, Mad Dab Labs, and you can check out all of his great products at maddablabs.com.
We have about.
They supply all of our.
Oh right.
Every time we program this button, it doesn't work, and it makes something else go wrong. But they ship their wares all different places, so check them out at maddablabs.com, and everything we're smoking here is from them.
His weed's so powerful it breaks OBS.
It's true. Every time we try and program that picture, like we try and program it with this one. Oh wow, I'm quick on the draw. And every time we do something, it won't turn off.
It's too strong.
Sort of. We got like, I think it averages out to like 10 or 11. It's almost one a month. There's like 1 month or 2 months that there isn't one. We what we call stat holidays. And they're really kind of dumb.
But it's a day off.
But yeah, it's a day off. Or no, it's not a day off. It's a day that your boss either has to give you off or pay you time and a half. And I was always on salary. And I grew to hate these. Like, Family Day. Like, what the hell is this? Like, you mean you just want to give Valentine's Day a national holiday without calling it Valentine's Day? That was always dumb to me. Sorry.
There was always a day off for me. So.
I'm angry about all the wrong things. Fuck Family Day. No, I just thought it was dumb. It always got in the way of me doing my job.
No, I thought it was great, and I would get paid for not having to go to work and be with my family. That's how I looked at it.
I was on salary.
Did you guys say family?
Depends.
No.
Family, 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 family,
Now we need a longer clip. No.
I think that's just prime vacation time, and that's when a lot of people plan it for with Rusty staying there.
I would say like typical like summer break.
That's when I want to take
Summer break
vacations.
because that's where like kids are off. So like if they're going on vacation, they normally take it when the kids are off. So they'll book off in like the summer.
Yeah,
so
I
I feel like
think
that
about it.
roughly that time.
I love.
Roughly. So like I'd say July. Like yeah. So beginning anytime between.
Drew's the only one that
June-
has kids among us, so
June-
do you think
like
we don't
between
think about that.
June and like mid to late
course,
August.
yeah.
Roughly, I feel like that's the biggest time that everyone takes it
Because you're not at school. Yeah.
because they're out of school, right? So now you can actually go on a vacation.
I'm so glad I don't
if
have kids.
if you have kids. If you don't have kids, I guess you can go whenever you would want to go.
So when I was on the road for a living, I used to love the first month after school started.
Because they're all gone.
Yeah, there's no holiday days, there's no PD days. It's just go to school, shut up, and everything dies. So, like when I flew, there was never a kid on those planes. There was never it was never overbooked. It was usually way underbooked. It just that part of the year was just very, very nice. It was easy to get in business class or get first class because there were a lot of open seats.
Would you ask to move up, or do you just sneak up?
I had all the cards and all the memberships, so every time I got to
it
the
would just
gate,
happen.
I would give them my. Well, at that point, I had a black and gold card. Like that was my membership status, because it's all based on how much you fly. So I would go there, show them my card, and then I could get free upgrades, and I could waste my free upgrades, or I could use like first offer stuff. So like, yeah, I always took first offer stuff because it just means we're just gonna fill first class. So here's a free seat.
Oh, Rusty's taking a tour around our area.
Nice,
Ottawa,
Okay.
Sudbury, Toronto, Kingston.
nice.
We are just. Oh yeah, you drove right past us. You drove through us. We felt it. Well,
He's going
wait.
to. He hasn't.
Oh. Well, from Ottawa to Sudbury, you'd go right through Barrie. Feel free to stop and get high.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll drive right through Barrie, which is where we are, and the 400 will take you from Ottawa, you take the 401 through Toronto to the 400. I'm actually from Sudbury-ish area.
And I've always lived near Toronto.
Toronto area.
Toronto area? Yeah.
Right. Well, yeah, I'm from Toronto. All over the GTA.
Aren't you from way further south?
I was born in Guelph, and
Oh.
I've always lived
Guelph?
within 100 kilometers.
Well,
Yep.
is Guelph only 100 kilometers from here?
My house is within 100 kilometers.
Right, you don't live here.
I actually going to go on the weekend.
Cool. Yeah, please do. Rusty can stop by and Barrie.
Nice.
Oh, so no, you're not coming through Barrie.
Where?
Well, if you go Ottawa to Sudbury via North
Oh.
Bay, you would most likely come down up past Aurelia.
Oh.
Now, that only puts you 40 minutes away from us, but there's definitely not direct path to us.
We'll go to the casino.
Will you?
We could totally get high and go to the casino.
That'd be interesting. Vlog it.
I just assume anybody that watches this channel gets high.
Yeah, but you don't have to either.
No, I not at all.
And like do little mini vlog clips. Like I don't think you can like full on record there. I think it's
We'll just have fun.
No, they
We'll just
no
have
no.
fun.
You
like,
cannot
can't,
take your
yeah,
camera
you
out
can't,
there.
Like you can't. No. So you could just do like a. We're about to enter. And then like, you know what I mean, or like do a thing.
I had
or,
cleaning staff talk to me
It's like yeah.
twice when I was really drunk in Vegas the last time I was there.
Because you were filming?
Yeah, but it was not because like if you film outside of the the pits, you're fine. But I was like walking in and out of machines with a bunch of like we were just doing really stupid shit stone with a whole bunch of people from my industry. So they just told us we couldn't film in between machines in the pits anymore because that's really illegal.
can't give away their secrets now. Jeez, come on, guys.
Well, no, they just don't want you to be able to cheat.
That's what I'm saying. You can't give away their secrets. That's why they want you. They don't want.
I love how if you're actually able to count cards and can beat the system, they won't let you in.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, but so if you're good enough at this game that we're making you pay for, we won't let you play because you'll win.
So that if you can count cards, you then have to sit there and play dumb and play the averages forever until you hit a hand, and then you have to bail. And a lot of people just kind of live their life that way. They can do it.
It just bothers me that the rules
So
are
the
set
movies tell me.
bothers me.
Do you want to watch 21?
Yeah, if 21 show teaches you.
Do you guys want to watch 21?
I don't know what it is.
Should we do 21 on here?
I'm down.
Isn't the teacher Kevin Spacey?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we can't do 21. I'm not saying I'm never gonna watch movies like 21 again. We're just not gonna deep dive.
Just get someone to edit out his
Deep
face.
dive Kevin Spacey.
Just like
I was not
get
gonna say
someone-
those words. I swear to God, I didn't think those words and then stopped dead.
Wait, you want to deep?
No.
There was too many interns to deep dive Kevin Spacey, so
the interns were trolled. Moving on.
What? Wow.
What? Listen. I remember reading a tweet that Kevin Spacey had, come out, and I'm like, that's awesome, good for him. And then, like, 2 hours later, Kevin Spacey accused of molesting, 9-year-old boy. I'm like, what the fuck?
I don't think it was a 9-year-old, but
12.
It was someone very young.
Yeah, it was not like
very young. I remember.
Personal assistant young. It was like go to jail young, and then he just went to another country to make stuff.
And then, and then he released that weird video after.
2 of them at Christmas.
Yeah, he released the weird.
And they
video.
seem to be threatening to people that
it's
might,
weird.
he's
Wait,
like, hey, I might
seen
spill the
these.
beans if. He releases these creepy Christmas
Yeah.
videos where he's like baking in a kitchen or something.
He's using that weird voice.
And he talks about stuff that makes no sense, except you're like, that could be interpreted as threats to certain people that.
Like Cartman cooking chili.
Look into them. Just watch it yourself.
Just talking to Scott cooking chili. Listen, motherfuckers, I'm not going down alone. And then he didn't go down at all. No jokes. Wow. But yes, no, we can't watch 21 or American Beauty.
Or a K-Pax, or
Usual
House
Suspects.
of Cards, or Usual... Oh, that's the one I want to watch, though, still. Oh.
You've never seen it?
I love it. It's one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Maybe I can just deep fake, like...
No, you can
someone else
watch
on it.
them again, just we're not going to cover them.
Yeah, I know. But maybe they'll start doing that. They'll just CG someone out, replace it with Channing Tatum. As Kaiser Soze.
You can't replace him as John Doe.
They'll just put somebody else's face on it, like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No. 7 is one of the
Kaiser
creepiest
Soze.
movies ever.
7 was weird.
Oh, I want to cover 7 one day, but we just can't.
They'll do Arnold's face on him in 7 as well.
Please stop wrecking.
What's in the box? It's Arnold.
No, I want to hear Arnold do Brad Pitt's character. What's in the box?
Get to the chopper.
Get the box to the chopper. Oh, we're stoned.
Yeah, it might be that time.
I mean, there's no time.
Like the present.
Finger guns.
We,
Finger guns.
Bigger fingers.
I don't think people
Guns.
tune in to not watch high people.
But when the
It
sentences
seems-
start sounding like that, maybe it's
Yeah,
time.
maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to put the finger guns
Between Sudbury and Vaughan, yes, that is a direct route.
on blast.
Time isn't real.
That's true. This is the beginning of the stream.
Birds aren't real either.
They aren't.
They're just government drones.
That makes sense.
They spy. All of them. They just got little cameras and microphones.
I believe that. 100%.
Big government conspiracy. Birds aren't real.
You know nothing's real, right?
Bongo Time.
Oh man. All right.
You know nothing's right, right?
Thank you, Stay Lifted Productions. Bongo Time. Thanks for being here tonight.
See, time isn't real. How did that possibly happen? We're all right here. I recently watched a lot of...
Hey, Scotty, Bongo Time for Scotty. Fuck you, Stay Lifted Productions.
I've recently been watching videos on how we might exist inside the singularity of a black hole.
That's what I've been saying.
I know.
That sounds correct, no?
There's some wonky fun math that makes it fun. Okay.
But it's still all a simulation.
Yeah.
Still. Just a black hole.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen like the donut kind of going in on itself? I feel like that's what it kind of... But what if simulating that makes it real?
Well, it does, from our perspective.
But
What about from theirs?
that's
Oh. Well, the same idea should apply.
Red box, man. Where's the red box?
Somewhere above us.
So how come you didn't figure out how to fix the code and get us out?
I was thinking about it today in terms of how would the Sims figure out they're in a video game, and how could they, excuse me,
that'd be wild.
learn stuff to get out? The same way we would
wait a
want
second,
to, right?
Wait a second.
They would learn the physics of the game engine.
That would be a very cool concept.
But there's
For a
sci-fi
movie.
novels and movies that have done
I'm
it.
just saying, like, well, I haven't seen anything.
We covered
better
one
than that.
recently.
Which one?
Free Guy.
Well, not just
Yeah,
Free Guy,
like,
but
I mean, yeah.
the darker one.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking more of like they try to escape and like they figure out a way and like they actually come after people.
The one we were all mad about the math, but like with Ruffalo.
Oh, Mandela Effect?
Oh yeah, sorry, Mandela Effect, yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Why was I? Oh, I was just trying. I couldn't remember that. I was just
How
trying to
do you
reference
try
it.
and
Yes,
figure
that
out
way.
if you're in a simulation?
So how would you
Well, if
push those boundaries?
If I was in The Sims, you always push stuff to the extreme and see if stuff starts to fall apart, and that's kind of what's happening in real world physics, especially at the extremes. And
Are you saying the richest people are trying to force the simulation to end?
no, this is universe wide. Humanity's just a small part of it. But you would find things like the Planck constant and stuff. That's like the gap that the Sims would find in their walls and stuff like that's. There's going to be a grid system in the game, and it's represented by floating point numbers, and they have rounding errors in certain ranges. And the smallest one would be their version of a Planck constant. And maybe that's just what we're doing, exploring our universe and all these physical constants, is finding the boundaries of like the Unreal 5 engine that we're inside. The same way the Sims are trying to figure out the rules of the engine they're in. But then once you're in there, it's like, it's hard to communicate outside that. But then you can start finding hacks and stuff.
But there'd be nothing for us out there.
Well, the same way the Sims might be able to start talking to us through the interface, we might be able to start talking to somebody outside. And then we would say, hey, can you make a robot that we can upload ourselves into in your world?
Yeah,
Given that they've given the world that's out there,
yeah, they would be like
do
absolutely.
you think
not.
they care?
They would,
Yeah, but that's
they would,
assuming
They'd be like,
that
oh
we
shit,
can
it's not supposed to talk, delete.
That's only assuming we can understand
They'd be like,
Right?
absolutely not.
What would you
Absolutely not.
do if your screen came up and said, hey, can you get me a robot body?
Absolutely
All control
not.
delete.
That's
So-
movies, though. Movies
Okay, no.
have that happen.
No.
There's always someone that's willing to do
It's
it.
like-
I would do it.
Delete, smash.
AI, if you're
Insist,
listening, I'll
fire,
build you a
baby.
body.
You know what I mean? Like completely destroy.
Give me an instruction set that I can
If
accomplish.
there's an AI out there listening, it's already at Boston Dynamics,
Yeah,
building
that's
its
true.
own.
They'd want to go outside the system.
Ultron already has a body.
Was it Jobless? I think that's the name of the show. The one from Netflix. The one with the girl who's like, she's like runs like the
Never heard of it. Don't know what you're
I
talking
forget what it's
about.
called, but it's like I'm pretty sure it's like Jobless or something. Anyways, it's the animation. It's like a cartoon.
Holy Leahy, I thought you went to bed a long time ago.
Literally about how the government, all the
'Cause
all
no,
the things you
but
think about they're all.
He is the AI.
Oh
Oh my
my god,
god.
it's the AI.
He showed up at the right time. Like, Yep.
And I'll add it
Jesus
to my
Christ,
notes.
this is weird.
Call Me Not is everyone in the trap. It's Scotty Maggs. It's Stay Lifted Productions.
I've had a lifetime of science, but I can't explain this. I'm a believer now.
Or he literally lurks all night long until we mention the AI. We think he's not
We
here.
triggered the trick
And-
words.
Yeah,
That
like
the AI woke up.
maybe.
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
Perfect timing. I'm just gonna.
You claim you have an earbud.
Call Me Not equals best AI.
Thank you.
Oh, Rusty, thanks for hanging out so long.
Thank you.
We're streaming way longer.
Oh
than
yeah,
usual.
we appreciate you hanging out, and yeah, hope we get to maybe hang out in real life.
It's always fun hanging out with you in chat too.
We have Discord or something. We'll post next time. So we're not posting it this time.
All right, Rusty, have a good night, and I'm sure I'll see you in on Twitch somewhere soon. Leahy, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah,
To
appreciate
the point
everyone
where you
listening.
fall asleep.
Or I guess thanks for us being the thing you listen to fall asleep at night. He's watching all of our VODs. He's just out 3 minutes.
I
in.
think he goes to bed normally when we start.
That's some good boring stuff right there. Is that you? Oh, okay. I just heard it because my head was back like that. I'm like, is the dog above us?
You're funny if you say that. It was like,
I'm
it
so
comes crashing through the roof. You're like, literally, like, what the hell is going on?
I'm so reactive. My wife has to work early, and the dog just needs a lot of extra attention. So like upstairs, downstairs.
Alright.
11 our time. Man, this is almost 2 hours past. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
Well, we appreciate everyone hanging out with us, and it
That's
kind of
nice.
sounds like as we say goodnight to them, we're saying goodnight in general. So I guess let's smoke a bit of weed.
All right.
Zach, what are we talking about on Wednesday?
Well, I guess the boys. I want to talk a little bit about Evil. I did much tonight. It's another show I really love, and it just came back. Talk about that. Anything Marvel related.
Maybe
Anything?
I'll watch one episode between now and then.
Anything
Just
Marvel related?
Well,
Have you
like
seen
new
Ms.
properties.
Marvel?
New, because Thor's coming
Yeah.
out.
Have you? So you've seen Ms. Marvel? Then?
I haven't caught up fully.
He's 1 week behind, right? Have you watched any of it?
I've only seen the premiere.
So one episode.
Yes, but I really liked it.
We're episode 5 on
Oh my goodness.
Wednesday.
But at least they're short.
They're like 42 minutes.
Oh, Scotty asked what movies we're watching next week.
Right, so these are predetermined.
The Body.
I took full reign and said this is what we're watching, and I take full responsibility for what happens and what ensues afterwards. And these films are, the theme is deadly body parts. So we're doing
Scotty
Teeth?
was part of this, I think.
Yeah.
The creation
Body
of this.
parts.
Yeah, we're doing Teeth.
About a girl's region that has.
That has
Oh,
teeth.
okay. Yes. I've heard about that.
A
Yeah.
set of killer boobs.
Killer Rack.
That Killer Rock.
Dee Marie suggested for us. Dee
And
has VIP.
one of my favorite dumb, campy, stupid. Like, I'm not saying it's a good movie. I just think the premise is fucking hilarious. It stands on premise alone.
Oh, the Ron Jeremy movie
Yes.
What?
One-eyed monster.
about a killer penis.
Do you want to watch the trailers again?
No.
Oh my god, why not? They're so good. Like, when Dee said Killer Rock and we watched the trailer, like, that sounds stupid. Then we watched the trailer, like, oh my god.
It's true. They did look good.
And One-Eyed Monster, you have to watch them. If you're going to hang out next Monday, watch these 3 films. Your life will be different afterwards.
And Scotty, I was going to bring that up. I might on my own just watch it because Barry's going to refuse to.
What? No. That movie, it'll never be reviewed here. I will delete any images that get brought. It's my one.
No, you won't. You won't do it.
I've even said I'll watch Slender Man before I'll ever talk about Human Centipede.
The movie's not that bad.
DD knows Jubs.
Obi-Wan Kenobi knows Jump Jumps.
No, that's a bad title now. Now that we know the content, you can't say that. Theremal no love interest. He spends all of his time with a 9-year-old girl.
Don't be ageist.
What's wrong with being ageist?
Lots. I don't know.
Okay.
I was just saying stupid stuff.
I was just asking. I never said I'm ageist. I'm just asking. Jeez. Who's giving me the death
If anyone could be ageist here, it'd be one of us against you.
But if anything, remember, lock her up. Not my Leia.
Not my Leia. So we're going to talk about
that seems a little bit.
the conclusion
Lock her
of
up. Is she a
Obi-Wan.
child?
Huh?
Have you not watched this at all?
No, he said he didn't.
I mean, you should.
And take a close look at her handcuffs. There's no way she can pull her hands out of those cuffs. They're much larger than her hands. Kids' hands are soft and malleable. Like one good tug, she'd have her hands.
And
out.
she's probably the strongest force wielder on the planet.
So then she can just break them off.
And she's at a place where they train force wielders.
So then she could break them off.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just stupid, is what you're selling.
Ezra Miller, not my Flash.
Agreed.
Wait, who said that?
Probably not. That's
Leahy.
We bitch about Ezra Miller a lot.
Yes.
I meant to bring in this clip of him in the back of a taxi where he's ranting about 500 years ago I shot a bullet into the atmosphere.
Yeah, I want to see that.
And gravitational pulled it down to your brain. And it's like, what is wrong with this guy? Like, it seems medical at this point. And then his PR people said it was part of a film project. It's like, okay. Yeah, not my Flash.
He's just, like I said, man, he just wasn't the one from the beginning. I don't even know why they picked him.
I liked him as the Flash. Like,
no, he was horrible. It's not
in
even
the
for a
movie
second.
Justice League Snyder Cut.
No, he's not.
I don't know. He made me laugh.
No.
Then you find out he's a psycho.
Oh, that is another great part about the ending. Like that post-credit scene in that. Because he's dead.
Yes.
We need to bring in some new Ezra Miller pictures.
I'm hoping we can just forget about Ezra Miller.
He's gonna not.
See,
Make sure it doesn't happen.
Okay, wait.
He's gonna get arrested.
I
Again.
just want to say though.
He's gonna get arrested.
I definitely said he was a weirdo. I literally said that. Like, I'm like, he plays a weirdo way too well.
Almost like he's not trying.
Exactly.
We need to
Like
talk
every
about,
director for every role. Ezra, can you be a little less weird? Like Snyder just had to say the only word Snyder ever said to him were less weird. Less.
Less weird.
Less weird. Less weird.
Less.
Less weird.
A little more less.
No, less more. Less weird. No, Ezra Miller is not. Especially not when we had Grant Gustin doing it really well, and the cartoons doing it even better.
One of these days, man. I'm telling you. Oh, that's
The problem is that they filmed the Flashpoint Paradox.
He's probably already in there.
So they could
They could just transfer it.
Yeah.
Make him the main Flash at this point. Just, like, make Ezra, like, in the very beginning, just
They can
splat.
just CGI,
Like,
CGI dead.
and then just CGI him, and then he gives a message to Grant, and then he dies, and then bam, now Grant is the Flash now. So now we're following him.
On his way through, he finds a world where injustices happen, and Superman just like, zoom, and
right through him.
Ezra's just like in pieces.
Right. And then really quickly it says, "Not my Flash." Like, it flashes. It flashes. That'd be interesting. That'd
like
be
one
hilarious.
frame, not my Flash.
Yeah, just like.
And all the other Flashes feel something, and Grant Gustin gets pulled into their universe, and that's just not explained anymore.
That's it. I see it works.
It's like Fresh Prince when they did like one line for Amphibian and that was it. It's like, oh, you look different or something.
There's a documentary about that afterwards, where apparently it was quite mean, and he like destroyed her career. And
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Oh yeah.
not my Will Smith.
Talks about it on the reunion. The Will Smith
I can't
reunion.
believe that Community fostered
Best
someone that would slap someone at the Oscars.
I can. I'm surprised some more people haven't been slapped at the Oscars.
I think we might start seeing it. Be
I think
good
that's
for the
open.
ratings
I
too.
think they opened up the can of work.
Now they
like
have to hire someone.
It's like so.
Dude.
So who are we gonna?
Yeah.
So
There'll be
who are
like
we gonna
4
get to
slaps
slap
next
So
year.
who are we,
Okay,
so who are
so
we gonna get to slap this year?
I'm surprised there hasn't been a monologue at Saturday Night Live where the whole monologue, someone's just like, boom,
You know what?
boom,
No,
just like slapping people down the entire time.
they probably did, and they told them, absolutely not. They probably told them, no, that's a sensitive subject.
Yeah,
we
but then
can't."
one awards ceremony will do it, allow it, and it'll be massively successful, and then they'll all do it.
Yeah.
Like that commercial, the guy comes in the backyard, just slapping kids, slapping women, slapping men.
I love that
slapping-
commercial.
That commercial's hilarious.
They got
Literally
so popular after the Will Smith
The police
debacle.
comes, just slapping the police down.
And for
like-
the record, my wife has alopecia, and the greatest jokes of our relationship came after the Will Smith thing. We had some good jokes before, but the greatest, there's no reason that he should have gotten up and did what he did.
Who's Will Smith? I was just talking about slapping people.
Slapping babies.
All right. Well,
They're really somber there.
well.
I'd like to see more slapping at the Oscars.
I would like to see more slapping in general.
Like,
general, just
I just want to see a lineup.
Slappers!
Teen Choice Awards.
Woo! No,
So
I
you
want
just
to
get
see a
some food
lineup
side?
like Airplane.
Slapper, 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 slapper.
Have either of you seen the movie Airplane?
Yeah.
Like the 3-minute slapping.
Don't call me Shirley. I want to keep lining up.
Back force.
Yeah.
Back.
Sir,
back.
the phone's for you. All right, you'll have to take over then. And then there's just like,
Slap.
Come on, man. Just one more slap ass. Just one more slap ass.
oh, there should have been a lot of graphics from How I Met Your Mother
No.
about the Will Smith thing.
Oh. Why?
The slap bet. All the greatest slap jokes that have ever been made are made in that show.
Well, Dave Chappelle had that one. What the 5 fingers say to his face, Charlie Murphy? Slap!
That's that. Oh man. F your couch. Oh,
Fuck your couch, Charlie Murphy.
oh man. That's so funny.
I didn't mess up his couch. Yeah, I messed up his couch.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
I just like, I had to tune in every Wednesday or every Thursday night and watch Key and Peele do my show. Chappelle is a national treasure.
So are Key and Peele. At this
Speaking
point.
of,
Nope.
Oh, I can't wait.
I can't. That's gonna be good.
And
that's
Black
gonna
Phone
be,
is out now.
That's gonna. Oh, it's already out
Like it's in theaters.
already. I thought, isn't it next?
So
week?
I heard it from Dee Dee Marie. So if she's a liar, if it's not true. Oh, she's not listening. Don't worry. And there's no record of me ever saying that.
I want a clip in Discord, please. Just of him saying Dee Dee Marie's a liar.
I saw it in chat.
It was not in chat.
We don't have
The
YouTube up.
The Vaudle show.
YouTube doesn't save it.
Yes,
Wait,
it
they
does.
save them all.
Yeah.
Do they save the chat?
Yeah.
Oh god.
You can watch the live chat as it happens.
Bongo Time.
Sorry, Internet Grandpa. Apparently no one's ever allowed to be wrong about anything.
Including myself.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
We've had a lot of fun tonight. We appreciate those of you that hang out and
lurk.
put up with this.
Thanks for having me. You know.
Oh, we should
Quiet?
dab out.
I've been quiet.
We should dab out.
You mean like dab out, actually, or?
Well,
like,
you can dab that way because you're
Because I'm what there?
a non-smoker.
Makes sense.
You ever heard such disgust? You're one of those. Why do you not smoke? No.
Appalling.
I need to put something in there. So what do we want to hit here before we say goodbye?
The heaviest thing you got.
He says with
Yeah, you're not smoking.
participating.
Doesn't matter. You're already home.
Thanks for
You're
hanging
going
out,
to bed.
Scotty. Always fun.
Okay, well, Zach has to so I guess probably wouldn't be a good idea for Zach. But.
And Leahy, if you're still awake, it's awesome you came back after being on the couch.
Um,
And all the other lurkers.
also, we want to kind of get back into doing some stunty stuff, so...
Stunt.
Yeah, we like doing weed challenges.
I think an actual
Like a
stunt.
bunch of bong hits in
Like
a
jumping
row.
off the roof of a house and stuff.
But like 5 bongs in a row and have to take a hit each fast.
Really?
Something like that.
Really?
Oh, yeah,
he
that's
said
how
way
this all
more.
started.
Oh, okay.
So,
All right.
all of this insanity started.
All right, so I'm going to have to get
Well,
on that.
it kind of... The
Yes.
first joke started with... In the beginning of the Dark Times, all of our friends were doing all those, like, shot challenges. So they're like 2 shots of vodka, 8 shots of tequila. Like they were to like chugging 26ers. It was ridiculous. So then I did what was it, 5 bongs or 6 bongs in a row? Yeah, it was a 6 shot challenge. So I did 6 bongs in a row.
Wow.
On Facebook, and
Really?
then they kept going. So then I did the 10 bongs and
And then dabs too.
Zach's baby longer. But then I did the 10 bongs and the 2 dabs and the moon rock joint. And that's when
Baby Lung Crew.
we came up with the Gauntlet show.
I'm just literally picturing like a baby's lung, like just a little tiny lung. That's hilarious.
Why do you go right to dismemberment of children?
I'm just thinking.
Funny, the only person with them? No.
Baby lung, that'd be hilarious. Just a full-grown person, baby lung. Well, it wouldn't be good. That wouldn't be good. Something. I'm just saying.
I probably should have made that an emote by now.
Baby lung?
Yeah.
A command?
No.
Thank you. Oh. Thanks.
No problem.
Bongo time.
Yeah.
Drew, you ready?
All right. No way. No, maybe one day. Maybe one day, guys. Maybe one day. Like I said, special occasion. Special occasion.
That tastes so good. It's like refreshing. I'm awake again.
Are you?
Well, you'd go to sleep. For sure. But no, it's kind of like brightens you up for a minute.
No. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm part of the
Would you like to try
baby
some?
lung. I'm part of the baby lung crew over here.
Would you like to try some?
Next time. Let's do it.
Next time, yeah. That's
Next time, for sure.
Still recovering.
Well, that was tasty
Very
as
good.
hell. Thanks for watching us get high. Thanks to Drew for joining us. Stay lifted, Drew. He eventually will get back to gaming online, and he plays a handful of different games. And
I will. Soon. Like real soon.
yeah.
Like maybe tomorrow.
And we will be back Wednesday with TV shows.
Maybe tomorrow.
Beef Nips, you're still here.
Well, thank you for saying it out.
Yeah, good night, Beef Nips. And thanks for the sub today.
We appreciate hanging out all night. We're going to, but we'll be back Wednesday to talk TV shows, and I feel like that's going to end up being a really long stream.
Night, Scotty.
Like, I might watch Obi-Wan Kenobi again between now and then.
I might watch the finale. It was pretty good.
Yeah, because I
Whoa,
need
whoa,
I need
guys.
even
Whoa,
more
whoa,
notes.
Whoa. I'm hearing mixed things here. Like, I'm hearing it's that horrible. I'm hearing it's
There's
good.
lots
I'm
of
hearing
bad
it's
parts,
great.
but it's
I'm hearing
okay.
like, I'm
Well, that's the
hearing-
problem, is that there's a lot
I'm
of
just gonna
great
watch it.
parts.
I'm just gonna watch it.
There's
have
a lot
to
of great
watch it.
parts. There's a lot of bad.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the bad kind of gets a little comical the third time.
You'll see. You'll know right
Yeah,
away.
I'll see.
The first episode is the worst. If you can get through that, the rest gets progressively better per episode.
Yeah.
But that's directly correlated to the percentage of Leia. There's a lot of her in the first episode. There's not a lot by the end. You're like, oh, they figured this. They figured the formula out by the end.
Anyway,
Alright, makes sense.
enough about Benobi jump trips.
And we're gonna deep dive episode 4 and 5 of The Boys.
And 6.
If
That's the last one.
Yeah,
isn't it?
six, no.
that's 5's current.
Yeah, so we're going to 7. No. Wait. No, 6 is current.
Oh, you're right. There's
We're on
5.
6, so it's 7 and then 8. The next one's 7.
Herogasm is
6.
Okay, sorry. So
And
we're
then
doing
it's
5 and
7,
6.
and then 7, and then yeah.
Right, yeah.
That's what I meant to say.
So we're doing 5 and 6, and maybe if we have some notes for each one, as well as Miss Marvel
And then Killer Rack, Teeth,
next week
and One-Eyed Monster. Yeah, next week. And Human Centipede.
over the July 1st holiday.
Who said it'd be 2?
I might watch
It's
all
never
3.
happening.
You should watch 2.
I might watch all 3. I've seen all 3.
I've seen all 3. It's not as bad as you think, Barry.
It's not happening. I don't need that.
It's not as bad as you think.
It's not.
If
but
you've
it's
watched
also,
Tusk, you could watch that.
No, I know the progressive that you're. I know the progression that you're thinking, but I don't know. It's not happening.
I'm just saying. It's not that bad.
But yes, we're gonna cover all of that and hopefully have more notes. And Ryan says he will be back, and I think tonight Ryan wins the staring contest with chat.
Yeah, I haven't seen him blink. I don't think he's gonna. If he hasn't by this point.
I gotta look at your phone to see what you put, but it's funny you keep putting Bongo Time that way. Yeah, so we're gonna
Who are we rating?
dock it, we're gonna deacon and see.
420's Streetman.
Yeah.
I almost want to raid J Muse, but I'm not going to. We're gonna stop in and say hi to.
Thanks again, guys.
420 E-Sesh. I can't even read the rest of them. I'm really high. I can just make out J Muse and 420 E-Sesh.
I'm seeing how my movements are, and I think it looks like I'm high.
You're high.
It looks like it because I'm doing weird stuff.
You've been high.
It looks like I'm doing weird things. Like, it doesn't feel like as I'm doing it, it doesn't feel weird.
Oh crap, he's offline.
But as I see it,
Did that happen?
I'm just saying.
No.
As I see it.
Whoops.
New raid.
He went off line.
Well, Ray J Muse.
Alright, we're gonna go say hi to J Muse, see what he's doing.
Jay and Silent Bob, we're rating Jay. Crazy.
So should I just...
Alright, thanks again, guys. And hopefully we'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Whether here or elsewhere on Twitch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna subscribe for 6 months right now.
And above all, stay tuned and stay lifted.
And be honest, when I have the money, I will do such things.